Greetings, folks. We are back with more D&D. Huzzah! All right. Quick preface. My internet's been kind of flaky today and the past week, so we may have some cutouts. We'll see. I'm hoping not, though. That's one of the reasons I'm recording locally, but I might lose connection to Discord is my point. All right. So when we last left off, you guys had talked with the leader of the kobolds, and they had mentioned that they had this was a sort of small kobold tribe that had adopted a very young white dragon as their subject of worship. And apparently they've been holding up in these ruins of a abandoned temple to the Primal Beast of Fire, which was also a dragon. But there's also apparently a goblin tribe that lives down below, which is part of the reason you're here in the first place, because apparently they're the ones who are selling those stupid apple things. And it looks like the goblins may have kidnapped their dragon.
Which sounds like the dumbest idea ever.
I mean,
or the best.
I mean, listen. I know they need people to test their apples on, but I don't think a dragon is a good subject for those tests.
Listen, if we get down there and there isn't a goblin riding that dragon around claiming to be king, then I'm going to be just upset.
I mean, you're going to be upset regardless, okay? Don't put conditionals on this like it actually matters.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'd do if I were a goblin that stole a baby dragon.
Fair. That's fair.
Well, you're halfway there. You just need to find a baby dragon to steal, then, Eric.
Luckily, we're going to the right place.
I'm not talking about in game.
Baby dragon.
You just need to find one of them baby dragons in the New England area, and then
we don't get dragons in.
No. New England you get shoggoths mostly.
Yeah, we mostly get shoggoths, the occasional lindworm.
Just make them cosplay as a dragon, then that's fine.
Tape some wings to it.
Very, very confused looking shoggoth.
All right.
Anyway, on to the game at hand.
Yeah. So it's the day. So it's the morning after we've had a chance.
Yes, you had a chance to rest up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did. Nick did suggest that you guys should probably reintroduce yourselves to the viewers and each other to sort of have, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah. So why don't we just go left to right of the people on the screen I've got you guys on?
All right. That starts with Ash.
Starts with Ash.
Yeah.
Okay. I am Ash, and I am playing Ingir, our kobold monk.
Your next pick.
Okay. I am Nick. I am playing as Kalia. She is a paladin of the god of death in this world, Mortis.
Excellent. Cameron.
That was me. Hey, my name is Skitch, or Michael, whatever you want to call me. I'm playing Cameron Novell. He is a displaced human fighter using a homebrew warlord subclass as his variant. And that's all I need to share. Human.
Word.
Hello there. I'm Word on the Wind. I'm going to be playing Tito. She is a mermaid bard who has her own agenda, but things are going along with it for the moment.
And Eric.
Hey, filth creatures. I'm Eric. I am playing Glix Shivshank, a goblin card shark and crook who has a tendency to talk to his magic cleaver. I'll let you draw your own conclusions there.
And I, of course, am Peter Bowman. I'm the GM. You can call me Mecha GM if you prefer. Anyways, so as if we've left off where we were, you have a potential guide if you would wish to bring Mythos with you.
We're going.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good. We are going down. So
yes, Mythos does know the layout.
Whichever path has the fewest stairs.
And rats.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Also takes point.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick. The rats were totally harmless. And we're not out for blood. And vengeance, apparently.
My worthless 19 armor class.
You shouldn't have packed your pockets full of, like, breakfast sausages. No way, that's what I did.
I'm
it's
sorry.
your
Apparently, I used the Ninja Rat variant and didn't know. You're attacked by a pack of splinters. I mean,
That would explain all the kung fu fighting.
indeed.
So that's what happens when the gazebo explodes. You just get attacked by splinters. Got it.
Oh, wow.
Nice sketch.
Oh,
All
It
right.
was terrible. Well done. You're fired.
It's better than anything you did, Eric, in terms of your puns.
Oh, that was good. Anyways, so yes, Mythos will also be kind of, which Mythos might turn out to be handy for maybe wrangling the dragon or convincing it to come back.
A good point.
Tripping any traps.
We don't have any druids in our group, so.
Well, you do have another kobold.
We do.
True.
At any rate, so Mythos will nervously lead you guys on.
That sounds like a dangerous plan in and of itself.
Yeah.
Well, that's a perfect plan, because then if there are any traps, he's the one that's going to trip them.
Like,
Sorry, you went a lit robo there for me, Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Word, are you? You sort of went a bit robo for me there. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, we're just fine. So just
All right. Well,
happening?
okay then.
So, yeah. So, Mythos takes you to the stairs down to the next level, which is where the goblins mostly hang out. Mythos, he leads you on and says, yes, Mythos, I am aware of, I know where some traps are, and such down here. I've done some scouting down here before. Mythos has been assigned to liaise with goblins on a couple of occasions before, having honor of taking care of Kalethix.
That's your white dragony kid, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, ancestor god. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, I think as long as we just keep our eyes up, we should be okay. I'm just taking a further notes that I can about our surroundings here as we move. This.
All right. Let me. Just...
So my only question is, how dark does it get down there?
Mythos can see fine. You notice this?
What are you complaining about?
Most of the party is perfectly fine. As you go down the stairs, Cameron and Kalia, it starts getting dark. You might want to light a torch or something.
Yeah, Cameron's not worried about like the light from from like scene standpoint. He's worried about it from a weapon upkeep standpoint.
I know, Skitch.
Ah,
I know.
like that's like Cameron's just like, all right, I'm gonna have to pick my shots more carefully while down here. Then, got it.
At least in some areas,
And then-
yes. There might
So
be
Mark,
more light in some
you-
areas. We'll see. But yes,
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
right.
So
So
like, Cameron is just. Yeah, go ahead.
you descend downstairs, and let me consult my map so I know where I'm sending you people. Maps are useful and such, you know. All right, you guys are there. All right, cool. Hang on, let me take a look at my. All right, so. All right, Mythos leads you down the stairs for a while and through a couple of passageways. Every now and then there are like a few torches scattered here and there, sort of in wall sconces, but the lighting down here is kind of poor for the most part. Again, it's mostly populated by goblins down here, so...
fine. I don't know what you guys were bitching about. Use them peepers in your head.
And Mythos says... Through hallway down there is main camp of goblins. I think I know better way to get where we're going. Mifos
Alright.
discovered this in here, and he leads you into sort of what looks like a larder, basically, that's been mostly used up at this point.
Mm.
So there's scraps of food and such.
Any good goblin can make an entire meal out of like 3 crumbs at the bottom of the beef jerky package.
Oh, there's food in here, but like this has been heavily used.
Right.
But Mifos sort of struggles and slides aside a box, and then presses on a little presses on a bit of stone on one side on the wall, and you hear sort of a bit of a grinding noise as the stone slab in front of you sort of slides away and reveals a hidden door.
Ooh.
Well, that's
Secret passage, Mifos discover. I do not think goblins know. Come.
Lead on, little guy.
Should let us bypass most large goblin camp. So yeah, the passageway leads on for a little while, and all right. So this passage sort of goes on. This is a narrow and for a lot of you, this is a perfectly comfortable passageway to be traveling down. For the humans, the ceiling's a little bit low.
yeah, that makes
And for
sense.
Cito, I'm pretty sure it's also fairly cramped as well.
Yeah, a bit,
It
but
seems like the whole thing is long rather than tall, which is not an issue for me.
it is a narrow and short passageway. It's sort of it is comfortable for goblins and sort of creatures of that size, but it's a little narrow for you, Cito. It's not that it's too narrow for you to move. It's just like it feels cramped.
Right.
And the ceiling's low for the humans.
Scoot
Again,
over.
you don't have to hunch over, but like the ceiling's uncomfortably near your heads, basically. It feels like you should be ducking, basically. All right.
I am familiar with this. Okay.
And eventually at the end of the hallway, Mifos starts looking around for the panel to open the other end of the secret passage.
Okay.
Think is here? Yes. And it slides open and leads into what looks like basically a sort of it's a sort of smallish room with a table sort of set in the middle, a couple of chairs. There is a keg in the back corner that looks like its top's been stoved in. There's some cups. There's some sort of metal cups sitting on the table, which is a bit low. It's a lower table than would be you normally see for in human areas, i.e., it's goblin scaled. On the table, you see a couple of those sort of pewter mugs that look like smell like that you can sort of smell that like the dregs of not particularly good wine from. There's half a sausage on the table, a crust of bread, and a scattered deck of cards.
I am eating that sausage. The
Yes.
whole half a sausage.
Yeah.
Ginger just looks in
Constitution
horror.
saving throw.
Oh, and in the back corner near the keg, there's a goblin lying on the floor with a sort of snoring making a sort of unpleasant snoring noise. You can see that he's got a mug in one hand that has wine spilt out of it as he sort of collapses to the floor near the keg.
We'll just step around him quietly.
Wrap the sausage, the wine.
I'm
It does
not
seem
cheating. You're cheating, but yeah.
All right, he wants to see how good we are at sneaking past the sleeping goblin.
Yeah, everyone should give me some sort of sneak check if you want to not wake him up. It is not going to be a hard one.
All right.
Oof.
Yeah, those were natural ones
Those
for
are-
both Ash and myself.
Some garbage dice. Holy crap.
No one rolled higher than a 10, Peter.
That's good. Good. All right.
Talia,
So
what are the-
Glix, Cameron, and Cito all sneak by the goblin perfectly fine. This was a DC 5 check. Kalia,
Got it.
you don't so much sneak by him, and it's not so much that you're making clanking noises as you sort of step on his ankle.
Oh dear.
Is this okay? He didn't need it.
Sort of then trod. Ah! 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 He looks up at you and starts screeching like, "Oh my God, intruders! Where the hell? Where human in heavy armor? Where the hell did that come from?"
Go scrambling up to him. He's like, yo, buddy. Back to sleep. Go back to sleep, buddy.
What? But
What are
I
you
did
doing?
intruder. But I.
That's not an intruder. I brought her in for a little bit of the googly moogly. This is all in Goblin, by the way.
Okay.
I for a bit of the googly moogly, all right? So, some of us got a thing for the strange, so
You're perverts.
be
They're
cool.
all-
Okay.
Brave.
You're gonna have to give me some sort of roll for this skit, Eric.
This is definitely deception check.
This is yes, based on charisma. So, well, he buys it
Bang!
hook, line, and sinker with a 22. Okay. Oh.
Yes, keep it on the down low. I don't want to get like
Oh,
eat
right,
so much
right.
shit from
Okay.
the other guys for fucking
Dude,
big girls. So
Yeah,
you know,
dude, whatever. Hey, it's up to you. You got your thing. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go find my bed somewhere. Sleeping on the floor is probably a terrible idea.
yeah. Good. Take care, man.
He sort of dips his mug into the casket, takes another swig, and staggers off, limping. Ow. Goes to the door and heads down to the left. Mifos is standing there looking abjectly terrified.
Cameron will look at Glix and just remark, I recognize some of those words from the casino, but I'm fairly certain.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. He's not going to say shit.
No, I'm not worried about what he's going to do. I'm just confused about what you were saying.
It's not a big deal. Don't sweat it. Told him exactly what he needed to hear to keep his mouth shut.
And you're
Okay.
just looking on this in horror, like, what the hell just happened?
All right. Well,
The fast-talking goblin just saved your buckets. All right, so you
Sure,
are
exactly.
you can leave these sort of little sort of. This is very clearly in retrospect now sort of a guard post of some sorts.
I'm not exactly sure what you did, but for some reason, I don't approve of it.
You can improve their results, right? No alarm, no body we gotta hide. We're good.
yet. Nobody to hide yet. So.
This is true. All right. So Mifos sort of says, not sure exactly where they keep Dragon. We may have to find some goblins and convince them to tell us. I don't know. But it must be in one of larger rooms, so probably back this way.
All right.
All right. So Mifos sort of leads you down the hallway, and sort of Mifos. Credit where credit is due. He may be a cowardly little git and isn't particularly good in a fight, but he's pretty sneaky and seems reasonably perceptive. So that's something.
Mm.
So he'll come up to like a sort of like a doorway or an intersection, sort of hold up a hand, sort of peek his head around the corner, very carefully, pull back, shake his head, and direct you off a different direction. Fortunately, you also notice that while you guys are not the quietest of groups for various reasons, you're not making enough noise to attract a lot of attention because there are a fair number of sort of ambient noises down here between water dripping here and there. Somewhere down one of the tunnels, you can hear the occasional sound of what sounds like, to those of you who are used to underground stuff, sort of like sort of timber supports creaking and groaning under weight and such. It's a lovely sound. Fortunately, it's not coming from where you are, so that's probably okay.
Yay.
There's not a door for the party to be abjectly horrified by this.
Groaning timbers are like a lullaby to a goblin.
As I said, there's not a door for the party to be abjectly horrified by it. All right, I'm going to want a perception check from everybody at some point.
All right.
Okay. I imagine that like that sound is something that Sita wouldn't even cognizantly recognize.
Probably not.
Well, I can't roll stealth, but I can roll other shit pretty well.
I can't.
Yeah. I think Glix is taking lead on the perceptioning here.
Well, yes, Glix is. Glix, you notice something that Mythos does not. As Mythos is advancing, you are fairly certain there's a very well-disguised... Oh, actually, Sito, you rolled well enough, too. You two both notice a very well-disguised pit trap just ahead of Mythos.
I wouldn't step there.
Yeah, I sort of grab him.
What? What? He sort of peers down, starts investigating. Oh. He sort of, wedges a couple claws underneath basically, it's basically a very well disguised tarp over a pit. Sort of rolls it back, looks down. You see, it's about a 20-foot drop down to a bunch of very, very sharp looking spikes.
Comfortable.
There's about a 5-foot ledge around the pit on either side. As long as you take it slow, you do not have to make a roll. If you want to do it fast, then you'll have to give me a roll of some sort.
Also, in the middle of the pit is a Burmese tiger.
No.
I get it.
I do. So yes, but you were able to scoot your way around, and you move further down the hallway. You can hear Mythos mumbling to himself, "Pit trap like that, there must be other faster way around. Otherwise, traveling down the hallway. Maybe secret door hidden? I don't know. And as he walks further down the hall, you all do hear what sounds like very sort of sotto voce, sort of very quiet voices from up ahead, but you can't make out what they're saying or how far ahead they are. But you do come through. There's a doorway ahead that you can it sounds like there are voices coming from beyond a doorway ahead of you.
All right.
What kind of door is it? Is it like
it's a large double wooden door.
Well,
the temptation to kick it down is great.
Yeah.
That's fair. You could do that if you would like to, Nick.
I could. But I don't think that I really necessarily have any reason to do so.
Oh, then it would be hilarious.
Well, like, if I knew that there was someone on the other side that I wanted to kill, then I would. But I don't know that, so...
Well, what if we just imagined there was someone over there? Then it would feel great no matter what. No, just kidding.
Yep, but that's what we're doing as players right now.
All right, so I'll put one of my oversized ears against the door and see if I can't make out what's being said on the other side.
Sure, you can give me a perception check if you'd like.
That's... Well, see how well my dice hold up.
Yeah.
Not garbage.
13.
Not good, but...
You definitely hear goblin-like voices from there. You can't make out what they're saying because there's a wooden door between you and them. But the pitch, and you can make out some syllables that are definitely goblin.
Mm-hmm.
But you might hear like an individual word or two, but not enough to form any sort of cohesive what the hell they're talking about.
How many? Could I tell how many there are?
You hear at least 3 different voices. Maybe
at least
more though.
3 gobs.
Yep.
I'll tell you, at least 3 other gobs in there.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just push on. We can just push on in, or we can try to. I don't know.
You are very quiet, Skitch.
That's
fine.
Cameron is talking quietly to
Oh,
himself. He's
sorry.
not
Oh,
talking out
okay.
loud. So like
Okay.
he's just muttering over plans. So
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, so we could. It seems as though we want to go through here. So, do we want Glix to, I guess,
Take
Bullshit
point,
my way
basically.
through.
or like provide a distraction so we can potentially get the drop on them?
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I could give it a shot.
So I have a potential idea.
Okay.
Okay.
As a racial thing, I can use fog cloud.
I think we could use them in conjunction with each other for sure.
It basically, like, my line of thought is just fog up the room and then just kind of creep through.
I definitely see where you're coming from. I think that the issue with that would be that they would still find that odd, and could potentially raise.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
But, at the very least, they might not necessarily figure out which direction we came from and which direction we went.
Why don't I try bullshitting him? And when that inevitably goes poorly, we can try your trick.
Yeah, you could be his ninja smokescreen.
This is what I'm reduced to.
Smoke bomb.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. You either gonna be nobody's smoke screen or the Gobbo's smoke screen. So it's
Okay, before we do that, I want to ask one question because
I don't provide special effects for other performers.
Okay.
Word. What does fog cloud do specifically? Because I don't know the spell off the top of my head. This is my first time.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range, which is 120 feet.
Yep.
Sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it.
Heavily obscured is mechanically.
I would say that I don't think there's a term for heavily obscured mechanically. It would probably be along the lines of like
basically
cover.
It's more. I'm sort of saying how like in general, how much does it obscure vision is the question. I don't remember.
Let me see if there's even a term. I don't think.
It's one of those things like it's a fog cloud. You can see in fog usually. It's just
effectively,
you can't see far.
effectively, people in heavily obscured areas are blind when
Good.
trying to see something.
That's what I wanted to know. Good. All right. Cool. Then yes,
it's a 1 hour concentration.
1 hour concentration. Good to know. All right. So now I know how it works. I can run with that. That's fine. All right, Eric. If you want to do that, if you guys want to go with that plan, you are welcome to go with it.
All right.
So you open the door?
Yep. I'll just walk in.
I assume you want everyone else to sort of stand back. So Eric, hang on. Let me.
Yeah.
So yeah, the doorway is basically sort of. There is actually a little bit of area on either side of the door where people could, like about 5 foot on either side, that people could sort of stand in and sort of not be easily seen.
Is the door opening into the room or out from the room?
That's a good question. I hadn't decided that actually.
It's a portcullis. It goes up and down.
It does not. It is a double door.
The
The
door
hinges swing inward.
It's a Star Wars door. It goes.
My idea was going to be like the door actually doesn't move. It's just the entire room slides up, and the door is just a little painting.
So it's Praetorium.
So the answer is the door opens inward from you guys.
All right. All right. No hiding behind the door. All right.
It doesn't mean I get to make a slightly more dramatic entrance.
Okay.
So I'll sweep in with my my cloak flowing behind me, and how many gobs are actually in there, and what are they doing?
Okay, so you open the door. There looks like what looks like a somewhat sizable patrol. Actually, you know what? I will move you guys to the map. There's a map for it. Bump. There are 5 goblins. One of them seems to be more important.
And other than Eric's goblin, right?
Yeah, not counting Eric's.
no.
There are 5 other goblins.
South door or north door?
You are at the south door.
South door.
And you can go to the journal and drag your tokens on if you would like to.
That's what I was doing.
How do I do that?
You just go to the journal, drag your character by the name onto the board.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
You can just slide him into a square. Yep.
There we go.
All right. I'll tweak it.
There's more hallway behind there. I just didn't draw it on.
Right.
Fine.
All right. Quick glance around, and I'll point directly at the leader, you, and I'll start marching towards him.
All right. He looks and says, "Oi! Do I know you? I don't know you. Who the hell are you?
What are you doing here? Where's the fucking lizard?
We're on bloody patrol. What do you think?
Right,
We're just-
and where's the lizard?
Where
Who's
he's-
supposed
where-
to be guarding the lizard?
Where the handlers got him, the same place it always is.
Yeah, and where's that? Because they're telling me that it ain't over there.
What? He's not back in the pen in the northeast corner. Someone
Listen,
tell
the
you
boss
that they
just
moved.
told me to come and find you guys to go hunting over like that direction somewhere because the fucking lizard's missing.
And he hasn't got the handler looking on this.
And no one's been able to find the bastard.
He's hard to miss.
Listen, I'm doing what the boss said, okay? I don't want to get my ears fucking stapled to the wall again.
Fair enough, but hey, that's not our job. We're on patrol.
Yeah, and he's telling me to go and find you guys to go and find the lizard. He wants you hunting over that way. I point down one of the corridors there.
Okay. You should probably give me a deception roll at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that sounds about right.
I was like, I know that Eric's character is a goblin, but he must not be in uniform at all compared to these folks at all. So
Yes, that's why he's making that's part of the. Yes, there's a natural suspicion of the part of the patrol leader because Eric is wearing Glix's hat is wait what is kind of distinctive.
Glix does not look like he belongs here.
No, he does not. But Glix does roll a 19 on his deception. Give me a second.
Hmm.
I'm just thinking about the time when Homer was trying to lie about being from Scotland to Willie and makes up a bullshit town name and it turns out to be a real one. At least in the context of the episode, just like looks just like saying.
I wish I'd decided on a difficulty for this beforehand.
I guess you could lower like an insight check.
That's sort of what I'm thinking of doing. Unfortunately, he's not very good at insight, shall we say. My plan is an insight check, honestly, since I didn't set a difficulty ahead of time. Yeah, all right. Yeah, he gets an insight check for this. Yeah. Well, baseline goblin wisdom isn't very good. And he's not trained in that. He's trained in some other. He's got some other skills that are useful. He's looking. Okay, so Eric, the goblin sort of looks at you very suspicious-like. I don't know. I ain't seen you around here before. When'd you join up?
Dude, it's my first day.
And the boss let you keep that hat on the first day? It's a mighty fancy hat for them to let you
It's a mighty fancy hat. Boss doesn't know about the hat. I don't wear it when he's around.
Oh. That's actually a good excuse, Eric. Well done.
That's a really good one.
All right. So you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That would explain why the boss sent you on this shit job. All right.
It's a snipe hunt, obviously.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. All right. Look, buddy. He's playing with you. The dragon's not going to wander off. The handler's got this thing that lets him keep it on a tight leash without much effort. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, what is it then?
dude, it's a snipe hunt, dude. He says you got to cause trouble with patrols.
Oh,
Get
that
them pissed
fucking bastard! That bastard! All right.
Well, I mean,
Listen, I gotta go talk to the boss then, because he's.
no. That's not what you do, dude. You go back
Yeah?
and you tell him you found where the dragon went to, and he's in an entirely different part of the thing. The dragon's off in the treasure room stealing our shit.
Where's the treasure room?
It's off to the east, right near the stairway down to the caverns below, where those crazy cultists are.
All right, great. That's going to be great, man. Thanks. I turn around, head back out, go to the east, downstairs to the treasure room.
So yeah, basically
Cameron
points you
just
down the
like-
east hallway where the treasure room is.
Cameron just sort of like narrows his eyes a bit and just lets out a long sigh.
So do you go
Adds
back to the
another
group?
note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you started heading east to the treasure room.
Well, let's go back and tell the boss.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Yeah.
go back this way and go through the door. All right, door closed. Now what?
We're all kind of like looking at Glix and we don't speak Goblin.
So the
Wondering
treasure
what the hell
room.
that was about.
So the treasure room's to the east and down the stairs there. I couldn't get them to fuck off, but if we wait a little while, they're on patrol. They'll just leave on their own.
Once the patrol happens to head through the doorway, down the hallway you guys are on through.
Peter,
Well,
you
that's
That's
their
their
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So I don't have a hallway set up for further down here. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is I'm gonna move the goblins in the room up ahead. Move you guys yourselves up into the hallway there, sort of in the middle. The goblins will be coming through the doors at the top because that is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So move ourselves here-ish.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, the goblins come through the door, and they see the everyone else. Glix, are you hiding behind the box so they can't see you at the moment?
I'm absolutely hiding behind the boxes.
Fair enough.
I'm not good at hiding.
Since we're very aware that they're here and we could probably hear them coming as they come through the door.
Yes.
Cito has a sleep spell ready, level 2.
All right. You guys definitively have a surprise round as they come to the door going, "Oi, what
Yep.
the hell?"
Like, is that a mermaid? What?
So reminder, we all roll initiative.
Everyone rolls initiative, yes.
Select your token.
Make sure you
and
select your
roll
token so it
initiative.
auto adds you.
Yeah.
Hey!
Did I already do that? I think I already did that.
There's button. There is button.
And then after the order is established, surprise rules proceed as intended there.
Yep.
And when it comes to tiebreakers, between party members, decided by party members. If it's between party member and enemy, the choice goes down to DM Fiat in terms of which one goes first.
All right. So, Injir, then Kalia, then Cito, then Glix, then Cameron.
Did you guys before the natural 20?
You
Okay.
rolled a 22, didn't you?
I plus 3. So
Yeah.
22, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. 22.
The
Yeah,
natural
20.
doesn't matter. It's your
Okay.
total
Yeah,
initiative just is a 22. So
Yeah.
And in the case of a tie, the higher dex goes first.
Right.
Anyway.
Actually, that's not even true. It's
Does
just
it?
players. No, players just choose which
yep,
one goes.
players
okay.
just choose the order they want. Yep.
Alright, so walk speed of 40 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
I do remember. Yeah. So yeah.
35.
All right, so I'm not being allowed to have this fire as a ready to action.
No. You no. I is that a
It's
thing
a-
you can
it's
do?
an
I'm not.
approach.
I don't know. I don't know fifth ed well word.
I mean, they come through. They're surprised. We're waiting. We get a turn, and then they do stuff.
Basically.
But
Yeah.
if you guys want, I'll put it this way: given this current situation, you guys can let Sito cast her sleep spell first if you would like to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just have Injir move up behind the boxes, take some cover
Yeah.
while.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
All right, then. Yeah. So, Kali, if you want to wait for Sito to cast her spell, you can do that.
Yeah, that works for me because I was just going to head for the leader, and they're in the way. So
Fair enough.
All right, so add these together. Do.
Ooh.
Fucking hell.
20.
that's 20 hit points.
That will put 2 of the regular goblins to sleep.
I keep rolling garbage.
The first roll was really poor. The second one was slightly below average. The first one was kind of bad. Pretty bad. Yeah. Sorry. Pick 2 of the regular goblins to fall asleep. Word.
The center 2.
All right.
That way, if Kalia wants to just charge right down
Yep.
on the middle, go right on ahead. Who's gonna stop you?
So yeah, the 2 of the goblins sort of go sleep. The patrol leader's like, wait, what? Kali, you're up.
All right, now I am just literally going to charge.
Yep,
in,
go for it.
and I will attack the leader with my axe. So it's a charge.
Mm-hmm.
That affects stuff, but I don't know. how.
I think it depends on situations. We'll pull up real quick what it is. What
Okay.
about your
I'll
attack?
roll normally and we'll adjust it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hit.
Yeah. And damage to this dude. That is the left one, 11.
11
there's
damage
no-
to him.
Yeah, there's no special rule for charging unless you have a specific feat, or otherwise it grants
Yeah.
you a special thing with it.
Okay. It's just a matter of like the exact action it is. Okay.
Yeah. There's special actions or bonus actions associated with charging, but those are tied behind class features or feats. They're not like
Fair enough.
things everyone can
Well,
do.
you basically so you come charging and hack into him with your sword. He is wearing leather armor, so that helps. It deflects. It sort of stops you from cutting him in half, basically. But you've ruined his armor, and he is bleeding profusely.
Okay.
If we were playing 4th edition, he would be bloodied. You literally cut his hit point total in half in one hit. All right. So that's Sito. Glix, you're up.
Hop and chop. I will
and chop.
hex him also.
You'll hex him. All right. He is hexinated.
I got you. Okay.
Let's see which we use for hex.
That was garbage.
The natural one there.
Well, yeah. You hex him, but you lose your balance slightly, and he managed to A, dodge, and B, your balance is a little bit off from the hopping over the box.
Yep.
It was a little bit
That's
taller
fine.
than you were expecting. Like, aha! Right, I'm short. It's like, this box is so good to hide behind because it was big. That made it hard to clamber over. All right, patrol leader would go, but he is surprised and bleeding. Cameron.
All right. So Cameron will do, simply put, he will.
I should
You
actually
might
work off casting that spell.
Yeah. Cameron's going to just do his, in this case here, he will do the defensive command.
Okay.
So he'll be making an attack against the against Patrol 4
Okay.
in particular, while calling out to Kalia to effectively keep her head out and don't get surrounded, and in order to give her a bonus to AC equal to 3. So let's go ahead
Goddamn.
and do the roll. That is a 20 in the attack roll and 8 piercing damage to Goblin Patrol 4 as Cameron's gun shoots off a spark of light through the hallway and hits up against Patrol 4.
Yeah. Well, you thud. You flatten him.
Yep.
He has 7 hit points.
That's almost up to I just like I can just imagine.
That's
like,
annoying because if I'd rolled 1 higher, it would have knocked out 3 of them.
Yes.
Yep.
I know. I was sitting there. Oh, goddamn, that sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my territory of like the prisoners are escaping. Shoot somebody.
Injure.
Okay. And you're just going to hop over the crate.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hop over the unconscious goblin and engage the one that is currently engaged with Glix.
Yes. By the way,
This is
Glix,
a no-
the goblin, the goblin leader is like, as he's bleeding, he's like, I thought I should. Oh, you got me good there, kid.
I grin at him.
All right,
It's a mixture of
so
admiration and being completely pissed off. It's like, okay,
Start with
I got played.
the normal spear attack.
This is at whom?
The one to the left.
So regular
Engage
Gobbo.
with Glix. Okay.
Regular Gobbo. His armor class that hits him exactly.
Did not roll the damage.
Did not, but I think you just pushed like the thing that's a spear there.
Click on spear. You can click on spear in the channel. Actually, roll the damage.
Oh, I see.
No. The click
Oh,
on spear in the chat.
in the chat. Okay.
Yeah. So do
You
that.
just take one of the damage rolls from that. It's fine. Oh no, that's a crit. Never mind.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
just take the 7.
Just take this up. You do 7. That drops him. So sure.
All right. Yeah. Drops, and then as the bonus attack that I get for martial arts will be against the leader of the pack.
Okay.
The leader of the pack.
Your flurry.
No, this is a flurry. This is just regular.
Okay.
Just regular martial arts bonus action attack. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That will hit him.
Alright.
I'm almost
Five.
positively just double check to make sure I'm right. Computer. Here we go. There we go. There
19
we
should hit.
go. Yes, it will. I just want to double check. He is wearing a chain shirt. I was wrong. He's not wearing leather. He's wearing chain. His armor class is a whopping 17.
Okay, so not
Pretty dodgy gob.
Well, he's wearing chainmail. He's wearing a chain shirt, has a shield, and he is dodgy. He's got good armor, but you do hit and do 5 damage to him.
Okay.
Ow. He's still standing. Better than he ever did. All right, is that it for you?
Yep, that is Kalia's turn.
Kalia.
Alright. I will move over to this square, and I will attempt to finish him off, but if not, I'll be positioning myself to help that out. So,
Mhm.
all right, here we go. I need roll pretty well, actually.
Mhm.
Go. Boop.
You
I
hit?
did. 18 to hit. Awesome. And that'll be 6 damage.
Well, that is, in fact, enough.
Yay!
I'm gonna say, like, I think that's exactly it.
You actually did one more than needed, technically.
Mhm.
So yes, the goblin collapses under the brutal blow from your battle axe. Ah! And you have a bunch of defeated goblins.
All right.
You're very quiet about that.
How secure are these crates?
Yeah, that was my first idea too.
You want to stuff them in the crates?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yes, you can go all Hitman and stuff them in the crates. It's not a problem. They're filled with junk mostly, and they're mostly empty at this point. So they're not very sturdy crates, but yeah, if you want to go all Hitman and stuff the patrol in crates, go right ahead.
Want to do that? We also need to make sure that Eric disguises as one of them later on.
Yeah, I got a whole square, and then just kind of immediately magically wear the clothes.
Wait a minute. It was literally a chain shirt he was wearing?
Yes.
As in the medium armor?
Yep.
I am totally taking that.
You're welcome to it. It is somewhat beaten up at the moment, given that It has gotten hammered by Kalia swinging her battle axe at it twice. But
yeah, I'll clean it up later. But yeah, this is just gonna. This is a lot better than the leather armor I'm currently wearing.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also,
I
grab
think that
any,
leaves
like,
me alone in the leather club.
No, Cameron is wearing leather armor.
Really? All right.
Cameron cannot wear anything higher than studded leather armor, or else he'll have a dexterity cap on it. So
Well, that's studded leather.
I imagine
Still
that
leather.
the leather club is a really embarrassing club to be all alone in. Like, there's got to be, there's got to be at least one other person there.
Oh dear. All right. Well, you've defeated the patrol. Hooray!
Yeah.
Hidden the
Honestly,
bodies.
you've hidden the bodies, and yeah, Eric, your plan actually worked fairly well because it got you a surprise round on it.
Also, now we know where to go. So.
Oh yeah, you know where to go. Yep.
all right.
You know where the treasure room is. If you want to go there, you know where roughly where the dragon pen is. Yeah.
Glix is definitely like saying that we should go to the treasure room. We should go there.
First,
Treasure is
or
good.
Mythos
I
looks at it,
suppose-
but dragon.
Yes, but there's
think
also
I-
treasure.
to be honest, there might be some value going to the treasure room. We don't know what else they might have stolen from other areas and holding on to them, and so it may be worth to take a look at that. Also, once we acquire the target, we're going to need to expedite ourselves immediately. So I don't think we have time to check the treasure room on the way out.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well,
Nope,
what
that's fair.
you said in really fancy words.
I'm going to look at Glix and say, did they happen to mention anything about where the apples come from?
No.
Okay,
But
so
I would guess that it's probably somewhere near the treasure room.
Engineer does speak up. The kobolds mentioned there was an orchard down here somewhere,
Yeah.
like an actual orchard.
Mythos says, yeah, I have heard there's trees down below here, and apparently, I do, but I do not know much about that beyond. Lucky we've not run into any walking trees yet.
yeah,
You know what?
Why, are
Cito
they
did manage
hostile?
to Cito managed to put two of the gits to sleep. We can wake one of them up and ask them.
You know, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, did you already stuff them in crates with the corpses? So
I mean, you can just open them up. Just open it up.
I
Just
know,
be,
I'm just- I'm
just be
just-
like, all right.
See,
You
wait,
see
we can
this?
interrogate
You
one
want
of
to go
these
back in there?
Which crate was the unconscious goblin? Did we put the unconscious guys in?
I like to imagine this one is where the bodies are, and this is where the snoozers are.
Unfortunately, once you put a body, you can't retrieve the body.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Change the clothes
Yeah,
out.
it actually despawns the body from the world to save memory.
Yes,
in
and
the
if we
campaign.
were actually playing Hitman, you might be right on that. Fortunately,
Yeah.
I've already forgotten that those other goblins exist. because
oh
they go
well,
on the-
okay, well yeah, you're right. There are no other goblins. What we were thinking about, they're gone. They've
All right.
they've turned into XP
So-
points and are gone.
Yes.
right.
All right. So I'll wake up one of the sleeping gobos.
Yeah,
Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna gag him before you wake him up.
okay.
All right.
Anyways,
Hey! Shut the fuck up. We got some more questions for you. So here's the deal. I'm gonna take the gag out so you can answer our questions. And if you don't, well, there's gonna be a whole lot more blood all over the place. 'Cause that's those are your mates over there, and I'll point over to the bloodstains. I'll undo the gag.
Ta, ti, pi, ta. Ugh. Ti. Mm.
So,
ask your stupid questions.
where'd the walking trees?
No. They tend to hang out mostly near the stairway down to where the cultists hang out. You know, where the trees, the big tree is. They
What's the
occasionally
story
wander
of
around
all
here
that
and there. The boss told us to just steer clear of them.
What's the deal with those?
there.
They got something to do with the big tree down there. The boss has a deal with the cult down there. I don't know.
What's up with the cult?
They've been down there as long as we've been here, as far as I know. Boss got to deal with
What
them.
are
They give him an apple or two every year off the harvest, and as payment for keeping people away from down there.
So what are they? They like they either gobs, they kobolds, they something stupid like
the humans mostly.
Fucking humans. All right.
I don't know much about them. That some tree hugging human get in charge of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I know the type. All right.
But yeah, they seem like they got some sort of cult going. Like you know how crazy the kobolds are. Some kobolds are about worshiping dragons. Yeah, it's like
Yep.
that, except woo cuckoo.
Gotja.
So
You're just kind of taps his foot.
So Cameron's
And
right
not all
now,
kobolds, just some, and some worship actual
mean,
proper
there's
gods.
So Cameron's just sort of tapping. So I was like, so wait, we got in this temple, we got you all.
Yeah.
We got kobold
Yeah, on the upper floor.
and this cult at the same time.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, there's a cavern down below the temple, which is where they're hanging out. But yeah,
So,
like the boss mostly sort of leaves the tells us to leave the walking trees alone because they help guard the treasury.
Right. Convenient here.
Yeah, they attack pretty much
So,
anybody who goes near the stairs.
Right.
Tito
So your
hears
boss
stares
weren't,
and just gets really annoyed.
So your boss wasn't fucking about where the treasure room was, right?
That's off the no. You suck at him good, dude.
All right. I like to hear that.
Oh wait. So this treasure room, this treasury, it's to the east, down the stairs.
It's
and
no,
we
it's
go
not
that
down the
way,
stairs. It's up. It's near the stairs down.
Near the stairs down.
Yeah,
Got it. And if we're gonna go there, we're gonna run into these trees, aren't we?
probably. And
Got
the
it,
guys
got it.
the guys are set up to guard the treasury.
Right, of course.
The and the lizard. Where's the lizard hanging out?
He's as my late great commander said. Back in the there's a big sort of prison like. The boss calls it the dragon pen now, but it's honestly looks like it's sort of a wrecked prison area. It's in the way back to the north here, past these doors.
So, just 'cause I'm curious, what the fuck you nick a dragon for? Thing's not gonna grow big enough for you to ride in time, like like fucking pass on from old age and stupid.
Well, no, of course not. But if you can train a dragon that age well enough, you know what you can sell one for?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a young dragon, and the boss has a buddy who apparently knows how to train the things. He's got some sort of weird gizmo thing that lets him control it for a while at least while he's training it, until he's got it properly taught.
There's another gob that's got this this widget.
Bigger.
What, like a hob?
Bigger.
Bugbears ain't do no shit like that, man. Come on.
Well,
This one does apparently.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like
You're too lazy to fucking do anything like that.
maybe the ones you know, but
Yeah, talk to hey, it's not my. I don't ask the. You want to ask? You think I'm going to ask a Bugbear questions about whether he actually does training or not?
Yeah, I'd probably just teach you as soon as I answer you.
Yeah. At best I get a cuff upside the head. If I'm lucky.
All right, we're gonna tie you back up and stuff you in one of these crates. One of your mates will be along soon enough.
Yeah, probably right. Better than you cut my throat. I'll take that. I'll take it. Could
You answer the
not tie,
questions you get to see tomorrow.
exactly? Could you if you could you not tie my wrist quite so tight this time? I mean, I get you have to tie them tight so I don't escape, but like not,
all right.
Yeah, I'll let you keep your fingers. Don't worry.
Thank you. You're being right reasonable about this sort of thing, dude.
I appreciate the cordiality of this.
Cut to after our shenanigans at the temple. Guys? Anybody out there?
Guys,
Don't worry, we'll just kill,
Oh,
we'll
hell.
just kill everyone else. We'll just
they
kill
killed all
everyone
the
else.
other guys, didn't they? Or they ran
Yeah.
off. Fuck.
We're gonna have to like do some sort of like Brinstar escape thing, and there will be a bonus thing where we can come in and free this guy.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm just jotting down more notes as usual, flipping some pages, and just nods a few times. Okay. Well.
Yeah. Let's head on down to the treasure room, then we'll
All right, you're heading to the
see
treasure
about
room.
these
All
trees
right.
and the lizard.
Hang on a minute. I may have to work up a quick map for this because I was not expecting you guys to find out about the treasure room just yet. So I need to find the stats for the goddamn trees.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, if anyone is nearby Cameron, they can roll perception if they want. If they want to look
Sure.
over what he's doing with his with the notebook there. Yeah. So
So I guess I roll well outside of combat situations with this character.
yeah, consistently so. It's kind of funny. Basically, what you'll notice about how Cameron's working with this notebook here is that he'll be writing notes, and then he will tap along the page in some way, and then the information on the page just disappears, and then he just continues writing on the same page without flipping it.
Sweet.
How does that work?
Like there's a little bit of a
All right.
Cameron's just sort of like gets a little lost in what he's saying, and he sees Glix like staring at the page there, and it's like, oh, yeah, it's more prismatic tech. It allows you to use prisms to have multiple bits of information in the same space, so you can just change its alignment. He presses something, and then like the page fills with information. Presses something else, then it just flips to a different set of information.
No.
You could sell that for a lot to some nerd ass wizard. You know that, right?
Yes, but then I wouldn't have it, and I kind of need it so I can keep track of things around here.
So what, you just got like infinite pages in that thing?
Not infinite, but like, how thick is this thing here? It's at least 500 and more, and if necessary, I can erase off a page and start over again after a point. So, not sure how long it will last, so I got to make the most out of it while I still can.
What, you gotta like fill it up with more magic or something?
Not magic, but yeah, it's a kind of like my fire. It's kind of like my prism weapon, you know.
Yeah. Your hand bow. What ain't a bow? Yeah.
It operates on light primarily, but I think it should be okay. But I'm almost certain there's going to be something I'm going to need to repair about it later on. But for the time being, I'm going to take as many notes as I can on this.
Oops.
Gotta tell you, Cam. Like, I'm kind of wondering, like, if you're some sort of wizard or arty facer or something.
Wizard? No. I mean, those things. Wizards were few and far between from where I'm from. Most of us have to deal with equipment in order to get by, but inherent magic is much more rare. Yeah, so I'm not going to be the type to be doing anything like that, but so
You just need to find yourself a patron, learn that way.
patron.
Yeah. Like some sort of big gribbly what is all brimming with magic power. They can lend a bit of that if you make the right deals.
Look, I'm good at reading over information. I'm good at coming up with strategies, and that's just because I went to school for this stuff. But I haven't had much field work until now.
Oh, you went to school then? Aren't we all fancy? What are you, some kind of noble?
No. Military training.
Ah.
Yeah, supposed to be a field officer at some point, but
Wait, you're an officer and not a noble. That's how humans did things.
again, I mean, the nobility as a concept still kind of exists. It's just different. I mean, I was going to be just deployed to be a field officer, mostly non-combat situations, and then decided to just go out and celebrate after finishing my last work at the academy, and all of a sudden I'm here. So I didn't even. If anything, I'm probably gonna be court-martialed by the time I get back. If I get back, oh, oh no. I mean, that means a dishonorable discharge. That means I lose my pension. Shit.
Fucking
Worry about that later.
Your military guys, they're recruiting. I could do with a pension.
Oh, I mean,
And I'm a gob. We don't live so long, so it's not that big of a payout for them. They can probably,
well,
you know what? They can just put the extra that come in from like the extra life that humans and elves have, and just like put that like front load it for gobs. That's what they can do.
well, I'm not sure if they're recruiting because I'm not even sure if they exist currently. So any military ranking that I have is probably not even recognized here, to say the least.
All right,
Oh no, you're not in the right country.
I'm getting this set up quickly here.
Like country, possibly, but I'm talking about they may not exist temporally.
What, like you're frying it?
No, not temporally. I'm talking about temporal time.
That was good. That was good.
Well done, Eric.
Don't speak that way in front of Cito.
Cameron sort of waves his hand a little bit. Like, I'm not putting aside the possibility that I might literally be in a different time. I mean, literally no one else is dressed like I am. No, the technology level is different.
Wait, no one dressed like me either. I have the best hat out of all of you.
No. See, the
None of us
materials
wear hats.
the materials you have are like, okay, what brand are you wearing? What brand are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
Are you suggesting I killed someone and wore their skin? What do you think I am? Some sort of dark elf freaks? One of those
That's
like
exactly like
crazy noblemen from Cardul? Nah.
no here. So Cameron like shrugs off his jacket for a moment and just kind of turns it in like, and he points to like how there's like a name embroidered on the inside, like a fancy
Like the
logo.
tailor. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
where I'm
So
from,
you got
you don't
some fancy tip boutique or whatever from the city.
No.
I get it.
This is a regular store brand. Okay, this is not even like a fancy tailor. These are mass manufactured. Where I come from, these were just happen to be in style. There's probably, if where I'm from, everyone is wearing a jacket like this. Maybe not the same color and exact stylization, but that's what I mean. Like the economy's different, the alcohol's different, everything is different. And the only clue I have that this may be the same, well, world as I am is the fact that at least one of the gods is one that I recognize by name.
Also, the gates are still there.
Well, the gates, yeah, but Cameron's not even viewing that as like a relevant like detail about where, because it's just like that's the bigger clue for him is the gods, because that's more
Right.
like culturally kind of like so.
There's a cultural continuation there.
My suspicion is I might be either in the same world or at least in the same politically recognized territory, but I think I'm in a different time altogether.
Hmm.
And I don't know where I am, or rather when I am, because, well,
I've heard stories of people traveling from other worlds and the like. Don't believe them, but I never heard of anyone traveling through time. Except for that one guy that like took a nap out in Fairyland and came back like 100 years later because time works different there.
That's an interesting thought there. Hey, Peter, while we have a moment.
Yes.
Does the Feywild exist from where Cameron came from? And does it operate in that way?
That's a good question that I...
I mean, if you don't need to go into detail, but like, do you want me to just do like a history check to see if like is that actually like, is that a thing that Cameron would know about? If the answer is
Feywild,
no,
that's a question.
Yeah.
not that you're aware. Yeah, you can make a roll, but not that you're aware of. But
Yeah.
I will say this: most people where these other firms are not really aware of an alternate sort of world where the Fae live that's different.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah,
spooky parts of the forest where the fairies live
Yeah.
and they're bad. That might be the Feywild.
Yeah.
It might just be the spooky part of the forest where the fairies live.
Eric's character might have a little bit more insight because of their particular patron relationship.
Yeah.
Obviously. but like Cameron's just
Trees!
sorry. Cameron blinks a few times and like, right, of course.
It's an interesting theory that you have, but
All right. So you guys are heading to.
I do not
Sorry, go on. Go on. My bad.
I do not think that the fact that you recognize the god of death means anything about the relation of your world to ours.
Well, for me, it's a little suspicious because it's not just the same god; it's the same god by the same name. That's cluing me that there's something there. But
Also, the same iconography.
again, yeah, like it's too culturally specific to feel like that it's just coincidence that I recognize Mortis.
What is culturally significant about he who leads others into the next life beyond this one?
How Mortis would be depicted, called, described, depicted in iconography. There is some instances I remember of different people worshiping effectively the same deity, but because they interpreted it differently or because their language was different, they would actually depict it in wildly different ways. The depiction that you have of Mortis is identical to what I remember Mortis being. That, for me, is almost too coincidental.
Okay.
The fact that it's so similar also kind of brings me to curiosity about when things could be, but that's a.
By the way, you guys have had a chance to have a short rest if need be. By the way.
Yeah.
That's actually a big deal for me.
I know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, for you in particular, yes.
I'm just letting you know that you had time. You've had time. While I'm giving you a short rest in terms of the time it's taking you to get to where the next actual combat's going to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be another fight, at least. All right, you guys arrive into the general area where the treasure room is. You can hear the noise of what sounds like tree branches creaking and groaning as you walk down the hallway into this map.
All right, I guess we're coming from the left-hand side here.
Yes.
Got it.
You can't see. Yeah, you guys. You can be basically anywhere up to the doorway into the room, basically, when you're setting up.
Actually, I'd probably be back here talking with Cam.
Yeah, I was gonna say
all
like
this.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right now. The Dungeon Doodler app thing I found. Holy crap! That was.
Yeah, because you basically just whipped this out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's a nice little program.
Nice.
So, for those who are interested, it's dungeonmapdoodler.com. Dungeonmapdoodler, all one word, .com.
There's another. By the way, there's another VTT I want to poke at one point, Peter, but we can do that on a different day.
Yeah. But I really, it's a really smooth, clean interface too to do the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just I thought I would mention that.
Yeah. It looks great. Okay. So and scene,
yes. So you can hear a goblin sort of, sort like the trees start making sort of weird keening noise, and you hear sort of goblin voices from around the corner from around the corner of the room going, the trees see something that they're not supposed to see. Get ready. Oh, hang on. I forgot to change them. I'm a dumb. I forgot it does not iterate these.
Also, I like to think that for some reason, when Cameron pulls the trigger, his gun, it has like the camera flash like wind up sort of sound afterwards, like that little. No, like that. The sine wave sweep that kind of happens when the what is it called?
He's in a flash cube.
Yeah, no, yeah. But what is the mechanical thing? Shoot.
Shutter?
You guys have all rolled initiative. I take it.
Al
Not
did
yet.
it right away.
I had not.
Sorry.
So let me clear the list, and you guys should re-roll. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Sorry. If you want to keep that roll,
Okay.
it just yeah.
yeah.
I didn't even see what it was, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, now we can do it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
But
Hey,
yes, you
um,
there is no surprise round for this.
Basically, I was gonna say the capacitor wine that you get on a flash.
Oh, it didn't actually roll that time.
Okay.
Sure that she selected. Okay. Now
And to be
I-
honest, some sort of like piezo capacitor technology would make sense for what this thing does, right? To sort of builds up charges.
Oh, now you're saying that. I was thinking back to like the old like flash
No,
bulb
no.
cameras.
I'm
That's
talking
why I
about
was
modern.
confused.
I'm talking about modern flashes. Yeah.
All right. So has everybody rolled their initiatives?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Then I will sort. And Glix, you are first. Wow, the party rolled very well.
Just go in there and
Okay.
miss with your attack licks, okay? Make us proud.
Guess I will move up to here. I will Hexnate Twig Blight 1.
Oh, you're going straight for the trees. Got it.
Well, I can see the trees.
Also, it is a little bit in character.
Yeah. And holy shit, trees!
She's coming.
And he'll
he doesn't see
whip
the
cleaver
forest
in-
for
yeah.
the trees. He just sees the.
He'll whip the cleaver in front of him, and a Guile Sonic Boom will shoot out. Eldritch Blast.
Aha. Do the thing.
I cannot roll for combat.
That was another botch and an attack roll there.
All right.
At
Well,
least
you're
he's standing in front of the party right now.
all right. Your energy. The bolt of arcane energy goes flying out, and just flies right between the legs of the twig blight and between the legs of the one behind it, and just sort of goes and smacks into the wall behind them.
Okay. Camera adds update to note about Glix. Can't hit a tree that's standing still. Got it. All right.
All right. Kalia.
So we have heard the guards.
Oh yeah,
muttering from over here.
they've announced. Okay, they're intruders. Get ready.
All right.
And I just saw the bolt go flying by.
3, 4. Can I move directly to here?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I will do that then, and I will attack Treasure Guard 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
A 14. They have armor. They are well armored, so no, that will not hit.
Great. Cool.
He basically gets his shield up and blocks it. They're wearing metal armor, have shields, and are wielding longswords.
I need a better attack bonus.
I
All
just
right,
need to
well,
roll.
that'll do it for me.
I just need to roll over a 1.
That would help. Sito.
I'm just kind of over here in the territory of yes, the one with an armor class just left the hallway.
Cameron has basically the same armor class as Colin.
You're not melee. You're ranged. I don't
Doesn't
expect you to
matter.
run in front of me.
Oh, doesn't matter. Cameron will do that. I mean,
Oh
he did
yeah.
that
No,
before.
but she doesn't know that you will do that yet.
I would say Cameron has explicitly done this before for Cito, so.
No?
Ito also doesn't super care
Oh.
about a lot of you. She's
Yet.
not paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, what are you doing, Sito?
Let's see here. If I stood here, would I be able to send her asleep here?
If you were standing just directly south
Let
of
me
Glix.
let me use the other tool. There.
You'd have to move it. You move it slightly. Yeah, if you could. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, basically, yeah. I will say yes.
Kind of more like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll
All
say
right.
sure.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Good enough. Close enough for government work.
Wait. There we go. Finally one that's decent.
22. Well, you'll get one of them to sleep.
Yeah, I figured these guys actually probably have health.
They do. Pick a guard to fall asleep.
Let's go with number 2.
All right. Nap time. All right. Injir.
Is there a way to stand between tiles?
No, well, I mean, we have to turn off the grid on the map, but like,
Okay. Okay.
Eh.
So in here is just 5, 10, 15. Yeah. That'll work. Here we go. Snap the corner. Can you show to others? Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Pew!
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Someone's using a breath attack.
Yeah. Injir runs past the open door and sees the twigs and figures he needs to do something about this immediately. And calling on what little he knows of red dragons, he just breathes a large gout of fire down the hallway.
Okay.
Okay, so it's this. They do a dexterity for half.
Dex for half.
Dex save.
And it's
Dex
round.
versus 13.
They take. How much?
Rounded down half.
Which way is it rounded?
it's down.
So they'll take 3 if they succeed.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything rounds down in 5th edition.
That's what I figured. But I wanted to check. All right. So they will. If they save, they will survive. Is my point.
Yeah.
They have a whopping 4 hit points each. All right.
Very important note to make.
Yep.
Yeah.
So blight 1.
That's 13. That makes it. That's initiative.
It's the same. You are correct.
Same.
It is the same roll, however. So moot point.
Okay.
Dex bonus. So
That's a fail.
Bleh.
3. That's a pass. That's a pass.
those are good. Those are good rolls. So
Yep.
Yeah.
But you incinerate one of them. Oh wait, this is fire damage.
Yeah.
Fire damage.
Are they vulnerable to fire? Is the question.
I do not know.
I'm looking in the stat block. There's an actual stat block for these. Yeah, they are vulnerable to fire. Never mind.
All right. Yeah. So you just incinerated all of them.
I'm like damage, vulnerability, fire. There we go.
That's just it just doubles the damage down
Yep.
in that case. So
Which means that they have no hope to survive. Make their time.
You set them up the bum.
Indeed.
Yeah, there's just a hallway on fire now.
that makes things a lot easier, Ash. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, until we have to get past them, because then we got to put out the fires.
This is like Kevin writes that this is clearly an OSHA violation here.
It's the hallway fills with smoke.
Not thinking about that one video, how many OSHA violations are committed by Smash Brothers.
Oh lordy, I can only imagine. All right, well that is it for the twig. Okay, that's it for Injir. The twig blights would go now, but they are all on fire. So Cameron.
Cameron bolts off, slides into position here, lines up, and let's see here. Which of his little gambits is he going to do this time here? He will just do. He's going to use tactical charge. So he's. Oh, I know. I mean, he can't. No, he can't attack and do tactical charge. So he's going to just do the defensive command. Actually, wait. No, I can't. Yeah. So I'm going to do unbalanced foe. So he's going to attack guard 3 while just sort of like marking off, them as the person to attack, and the next person who attacks them, if I hit, Yeah, I hit.
Oh,
I'll
you
do
hit.
7 damage to guard 3. The next person to attacks guard 3 gets a +3 to their attack roll.
Cool.
As it
Excellent.
lines up a shot, and just takes it. And
Tang!
Yeah.
Freem.
Oh, that's good. These guys aren't that healthy, so.
He would be bloodied if this was 4th edition.
Mhm.
In fact, you know what? I'm just going to say I'm going to use the term bloodied for marking if somebody's drop below half health.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
good
fine.
term.
It's a good term.
that's
It's a handy threshold thing to know. Basically, is the reason I would.
And also, I'll put up, Peter, that at some point you can then just leverage that as a basis for, I don't know.
House ruling stuff. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I have no
Listen,
idea what you're
Peter.
talking about.
I've watched that Matt Colville video as well, so I know exactly what this could lead to.
I haven't, so.
Basically, he says steal a bunch of stuff from 4th edition to make 5e combat better.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are ways 5e combat flows better than 4th. I freely admit it. It's faster currently.
But in any case.
Anyways, moot point. Let's move on. So we don't want to get bogged down. Treasure guard goes. Okay, so well, the one. Let's see. Let me take a look at the.
Cameron's making sure that he's like known and it's kind of harassing. The
All right,
guards,
they will not be able to easily get advantage on Kalia, but this one will advance there. As an aside, I'm doing my classic thing of taking a stat block and using it for something slightly different. So it'll probably say what it is in a second. It will swing its longsword at you. Yeah, you'll see. You can see a little. I'm using a hobgoblin stat block for them because they make good guards.
They do.
But that 7 will not hit.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
I'm surprised it doesn't hit.
He will step to there.
So he will have advantage on this.
Yes,
is
he
that
will.
Correct? Okay. Fair enough.
But that 11 will not hit.
Just around the corner while you guys are watching the burning bushes over here, you just hear a clank, clank, clank. And,
I'll be back.
All right. Glix.
All right. We'll use my bonus action to slide the hex over onto the wounded guard.
Okay, I can do that.
Then I will scamper on over and get my own advantage.
The deuce you say.
How do I roll for advantage on this?
You hold down. It's a modifier key. It's either control.
Hold down shift, I
or something.
believe.
You'll see a plus sign.
All right.
Let's get this conga line going.
Yeah, that 25 will hit.
That's a
All
28
right.
actually, Peter. So it misses. I think it overflows.
Once you go over 20, you have to circle back around.
Right. We're already at base 26, so it's an easy mistake to make.
That actually wouldn't.
Push the button. There we go.
That is 9 damage.
I was swinging two-handed, and the hex damage is another d6.
Yep.
So, how would I do that here?
Is there a button for your
Inside a hex, if you go underneath your spells, there should be a little damage die for hex.
I see it. Yep.
And then you can just click on the damage die there, and it'll pop it there. So.
All right. So that is a total of 11 damage.
Well, he is injured, so yeah. Blat.
I'll do it.
He gets a skull and crossbones. Arrgh!
Gets the X's over the eyes and falls over.
Yes. Thud. Kalia, you are up. You're no longer surrounded.
Okay. Cool. Well, I was considering doing something besides attacking, but since there's only one person left, there's not really any point in it. So, yeah, we'll just try and do that and try and see if we can finish this up. Hata!
Yes, that will
I
hit.
hope that hits. Yeah, cool.
23 is a solid, palpable hit.
All right, 10 damage. Flonk.
He's not dead yet. but very close as you slam your battle axe into him and he goes staggering backwards. Ow.
Okay.
Sito,
for
word
me.
stepped away for a moment.
Yep.
So we'll give it a minute, and if not, we'll go over to Injir and see if Injir can just finish off the goblet with 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll give Word a chance to get back quickly.
I'll step away for a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
So I hear something.
Understandable.
By the way, those stairs are stairs down, correct? The end of the hallway?
At the end of the hallways, those are stairs down, yes.
Alright, so the smoke's not going to let anybody know what's going on.
Oh, that's good to know. So I've been seeing a lot of clips from Conan since they
Yep.
wrapped up the broadcast of the show a couple weeks ago, and I discovered that apparently for the last several years they've actually been doing this thing on the show's official YouTube channel where they actually take clips from the rehearsal and post them on there with the title scraps, because oftentimes it'll feature stuff that doesn't make the final cut to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, really fun sometimes because like there'll occasionally be like an idea that's like half baked and they're reciting it, and as they're going through it, Conan and Andy Richter are just like, this is terrible, we shouldn't do this. So they're just like shitting on the segment, and occasionally like it cuts over to the writer of the segment who's laughing awkwardly while they just shit all over it. And they're like, come on guys, we gotta do better than this.
Oh, Conan O'Brien. I was thinking Conan the Barbarian.
No, Conan goes up there and he slaughters all the writers for giving him bad segments to recite. So,
Jeez.
what are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense. Why am I just pushing a wheel for no reason?
There's also the dude shows up and is just has snakes around. It's very strange.
Yes, because live animals on Conan has always been a great thing.
Apologies.
right.
I presume it's my turn.
Yes.
It is.
All right, one guy left.
One guy left at 2 hit points.
All right. Who's after me? Injir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me double check a thing. All right, get the thing up here. As a bonus action, I don't want to actually take an action. Zito is going to call out the one around the corner for Injir, and is just going to imply that it sounds like the last enemy is, on their last knees. Go ahead and go in there and take him out, and bardic inspiration.
Huzzah!
Ooh. Spiffy.
Yeah.
I guess it's Injir's turn then. Unless you want to move or something, Word.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Add +5 to your attack roll.
Oh, nice.
Seems good.
Oh, this is weird. Why can't I pick? Oh, I know why. I'm still on the ruler command.
Ah!
That would do it, yeah.
All right. And Jir just smiles and nods, and he turns around the corner. So 5 step. There's a small leap over the dead one.
Unnecessary cartwheel over the corpse.
Unnecessary martial arts gymnastics. Hooray! before going after the still standing treasure. So,
Yep, there we go.
Nice, good job. All
Yeah.
right.
That drops it either way.
No,
So.
And with the considering the armor class involved, that was probably a good way of just making sure you didn't get an attack off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, I could go with a +2, or I could waste a spell slot on this. Nah, fuck it, you do it.
Good job. Okay, excellent. Oh, that
Yes.
was nice. That was clean. Love it.
It was
It was.
beautiful. Absolutely smooth. Well done. All right. Well,
Our-
you're alone in the treasure room.
well, not alone. I mean, we've got the
Doop, 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 doop.
You do have a sleeping goblin there. Yes.
Also, Glix, we are awake. Don't go too crazy. Okay.
yeah.
What am I going to do?
I don't know.
Like I
That's
would
why
steal from allies. That's hurtful is what that is.
That's
Lex.
not what I was implying. I was.
This is you were
worried
talking
would-
about. So you
I would-
absolutely would.
I was more worried about the manner in which you would express your greed than the fact that you would express it at all.
It here takes a moment to look through the two defeated goblins' pockets to see if they have any keys or anything.
Nope.
And tie that guy up, and
He's
measure
tied up.
Are the
to
Talia
see
just
if the
has-
guard is the same size. Measure
Talia
the
just has
dimensions
all
of
of the
the
rope.
chests. Oh yeah, I mean we'll figure out something. Also going to compare the size of the guards to the size of each of the treasure chests.
the treasure chests. I'm gonna take a quick peruse over them, see if they're locked or
They are
have I
locked.
seen all these traps. Okay.
They are obviously locked. If you want to investigate further, you must give me a roll of some sort. Probably an investigate roll, I would guess.
Yeah, investigate makes sense. I'm also slightly better at that.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. A 15.
Ooh.
All right. All three of them are locked.
Mhm.
And the one in the middle definitely has a needle trap of some sort in the lock.
All right. Can I see how it's activated?
It looks like anyone. It looks like it's tied to when you open the latch.
All right. So let's check the guards, see if they got any keys on them.
Injur was doing that and did not find any keys.
Andrew just shakes his head. Nope.
Which makes perfect sense.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll step
you-
away from the.
Eric, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you were a goblin boss, would you give your guards the keys to the treasure chests?
Absolutely not. But I was not sure that this guy was at all smart. So.
I mean,
Weird. I don't know.
I mean, listen. Okay, listen. Okay, just because you're racist against bear bugs does not mean that your presumptions are correct here. Bugbears, rather, bugbears. It's just like
All right.
just because.
I'm gonna.
Bear bugs are tiny little bears, and
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very snuggly. I'm gonna step away from the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to hold my dagger and jam it in the lock. Try to set off the trap.
Okay, interesting.
I have a. I'm just sort of thinking.
So you're basically trying to force the lock open.
I'm trying to set off the trap so then I can force open the lock without getting.
Well, again,
stabbed.
the trap is activated when you unlatch it, and you have to unlock it first to unlatch it.
Oh, okay.
So when you swing the latch up, basically.
Like Cameron's watching Glix doing all those.
So I was not clear enough on that. My bad.
Okay.
Is there time for Cameron to at least interject something before he goes through
Sure.
this plan?
Sure. Yeah.
Like Cameron's like, wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to open the. This one's trapped. I'm trying to set off the trap. What are you doing?
okay, what type of trap would you expect to be on something like this?
It's there's like a needle in there or something. I can kind of see it.
All right. Just making sure, because I was expecting a trap that would destroy the contents if they were being stolen, but
No. That would be dumb. You can always get the contents back if someone nicks them.
Yeah, but you also make the what's taken useless if someone takes it who's not supposed to. So
Yeah, but it's your stuff. You want to take it back.
all right. Well,
Kali is checking her non-existent watch.
So, if someone wants,
Anyway,
if you want to find a way to unlock it, you can. If you want to try to unlock it somehow, someone's welcome to try.
yeah.
unfortunately, I have proficiency in thieves' tools, but I don't have them. So that would be the obvious thing to do. I do have a crowbar, so I could just jump up and down on the crowbar.
You can force the lock. That is definitely true.
And as an alternative, Engineer could take his his water skin and use shape water to put it into the lock and then freeze it and then bust the lock that way.
Oh, that would work too. Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Also, a lot more elegant than me just levering with
if
the
you want to
crowbar
try to break the lock that way, I'll give it to you. Sure. I think it's an interesting solution.
There a whale on the call?
That was a motorcycle. It
There was a motorcycle going by my house. Yeah.
It was a robot whale.
I've been worried about the rain outside for the last few minutes being picked up. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you want to try busting the lock by using magic, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Also, I have an axe if that doesn't work. So
That will also work. Yes.
I was muted. I was saying that the only marine mammal around here is me.
All right. So sure.
Oh yeah, it was a robot whale. It's not a mammal.
All right, and you could do your thing, I guess.
And which one do you want me to try this on first?
The middle one was one that has a trap that he wanted to disarm.
All right. Well, this might disarm the trap in the same process. So.
Well, the trap is not tied to the lock; it's tied to the latch.
Yeah. It's tied to the latch. Okay. Well, let's get the lock off of it.
Yep.
All right. So Engineer pulls out his water skin and pours some of it into his mouth, and it just kind of elegantly takes his hands out and starts conducting the water. And he just kind of spits it out and kind of just flows it into the lock until it fills the keyhole, and then he just snaps his fingers and it freezes the lock.
All right.
It's some interesting magic. It's Shame's kind of wondering how one might learn that. He sort of kicks his cleaver.
Yeah.
I don't imagine kicking a cleaver is generally a wise thing to do. Because if you hit all but one side, you're in trouble.
All right. So I will say that this lock is vulnerable. It is fragile enough. Is crappy enough that this trick will work. It's not going to work on every lock. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Obviously,
fair enough.
It's a good trick. You can't do it every time.
I will then use Mage Hand to open the lid so that no one gets stabbed.
That's fine. You open the lid. You unlatch it. The needle goes patoink, but no, there's no hand there to go patoink into. And you open the box, and it is empty.
Filthy little pricks.
They
All right,
trapped the empty box.
Yeah, exactly what I would have done.
That's like when you're playing Stratego and you put bombs around a unit to capture the miner, and it's just you cleared out these bombs for no reason. Screw you. Anyway, I'm going to dump the unconscious guard into this chest and then close it.
Fair enough. It's a tight fit, but he fits. You fit in there.
Hold on, let me teach this guy yoga for a second.
The subtle holding clothes while people are still in them.
As this is all going on, Engineer's just kind of stroking his chin where a beard would be, kind of shaking his head, wondering if this was some kind of deep philosophical message left behind by the original monks of this temple.
Cameron looks at his notes. Well, we got a couple conclusions. Either one, the trap did in fact destroy the items in question and are not there anymore. Two, someone also had already taken this and left the trap active as a deploy. Or three, we got a bugbear that's just fucking with you, Glix.
The boss is a jerk.
The boss is a jerk is the answer here. Let's get these others open, see what's in there.
All right. The other two are locked. You do not see a trap on either of them.
If it's designed to go off when you unlash the thing, then I guess it does make sense that you wouldn't keep anything in that chest because you would have to deal with that every time you want
Yes.
to put it in a retrieve station. So.
I like the idea they find the body with like, fuck it, I'm not gonna open that chest and let them out. Yeah, I'm gonna get hurt. Fuck that noise. Let's get some drinks.
Indra, you want to do that water trick again?
Indra can do that trick again. I guess on these.
All right.
Because these are old and busted locks.
It will definitely work on this lock. It will not. I'm going to say this. It's not going to work on the other one. The last lock is a bit too sturdy for it.
All right. Indra just goes all Fantasia on the lock.
Yep. That one busts. You pop that one open. In the chest is a small smattering of sort of a good sizable. It's not a. It's not a giant chest, but there's a handful of. There's a good sizable handful of silver pieces in the chest. A couple of gold coins. And various objects d'art and such.
All right.
Like, there's like a silver candlestick, a small sort of, a small painting. It's okay. Let me just sort of think what's in here. So there's about I don't know. Let's go with. There are 18 silver pieces in there.
All right.
4 gold coins, a silver candlestick, a small painting of a sort of a gaunt-faced man with a sort of a very stark, very sort of dramatic, narrow black goatee, with guy's got sort of piercing blue eyes and is basically bald. He's got a fringe of hair, a very thin fringe of hair around the outside of his head, but he's very much bald.
So what's your again said?
But it's otherwise a fairly high quality painting. It's about maybe a foot square roughly, a little bit taller than it is wide. So it's maybe like it's about the size of a sheet of modern paper. It's like
roughly an 8x10,
yeah,
8.5x11 kind of deal.
Yeah. In a fairly nice frame, but there's something sort of unsettling about the portrait. You're not sure what it is. It's just like there's something just weird about it.
It's Vigo.
No.
I was thinking Dorian Gray, but
all right, you got all that written down.
I think I'm trying to decide what the last piece is because I hadn't decided that. I hadn't planned out all the treasure ahead of time because I was not expecting you guys to be here, so I'm having to sort of wing it a little bit. And there is a fancy-looking dagger in a very nice-looking sheath.
All right.
And 2 thumbnail-sized onyxes in there. Some onyx gems in there, roughly the size of your thumbnail.
Sheath, right?
No, that's just in the chest. The sheath itself is just a very fancy-looking sheath. Nice sort of embossing in it and such. Maybe a little sort of like silver inlay or something. And the dagger is the dagger has a sort of the hilt of the dagger is sort of stylized as a sort of a coiled serpent with its head sort of with the pommel being the head.
All right.
And the crossguard is sort of formed by the tail sort of going back over itself.
All right, we'll lay that shit out on the floor, and I'll pop open the next one.
Okay. Well, the last one, Ignir's water trick does not seem to force the lock.
All right, crowbar time.
You're just going to crowbar it open? All right. Someone should give me a roll of some sort for that.
Probably.
I would
strength, say.
recommend Kalia do it because I think she has the highest strength in the party.
Yeah, she's the strongest.
I do. Yes.
So give me a strength check. With advantage, because you have a crowbar.
All right. Kalia will kind of sigh while looking at the treasure hunting team that's assembled as they kind of like hand her a crowbar expectantly. And she'll wedge it into the lock, and then she'll stomp on the other end of the crowbar.
Okay.
So this is just a strength check with advantage, you say?
Strength check with advantage, yes.
All right.
She'll put the crowbar in the lock and then proceed to punch Glix. I mean, stomp on the crowbar.
The 12 will force it open.
All right.
Yes, the crowbar snaps the lock and latch off clean and not very cleanly. It does actually damages the chest, but you're able to get it open now. But a horrible sort of groaning, cracking noise. It is not. It's not what they call subtle.
Well, better hope we better not wake up those trees that are outside and dead.
That chest. What is in that chest? That's a good question. Well, there are some more silver coins in there.
Mm-hmm.
There are 22 silver coins in that one.
Ooh.
There are 6 gold coins in it. There's a necklace, which there's a silver necklace that has a sapphire set in it. Sort of a good sized, fairly nicely carved, sort of cut sapphire. There is a gold ring with which has got an amethyst sort of set into it, and a short sword, very ordinary looking short sword in a well worn but very sturdy looking sheath.
Okay.
But the hilt short sword just looks bog standard. It looks like, it looks very well made. Like, the craftsmanship is obvious, but it's not like fancy in any way, shape, or form.
All right, anyone able to figure out if any of this is magic? But I'd bet that maybe the sword and probably the dagger is.
At the call to potentially, earn some admiration, Cedo will slither on over and is going to make use of detect magic.
All right. In fact, the dagger is magical, as is the necklace.
This is including the things from the other chest as well, right?
Yeah. Actually, and those are the only 2 things that are magical. Okay. Since magic way, you can use your action to see a faint aura of any visible creature, and you can learn the school of magic, if any.
Yeah.
I have to decide exactly what all of them are. I know what the necklace is, but
yeah.
I hadn't decided what.
No rush.
I had not decided on what the dagger's particular enchant is. I've got a notion for what I want it to be, but I have to look up if it's actually.
Well, to be fair, I'll point out one other detail about that, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to identifying the properties of a magic item, especially one that can be attuned.
Is it like fourth ed that you can sort of you can sort of do it automatically during a rest of sorts?
Correct. If you spend time with it during a short rest, you can just know what the item is.
Okay, cool. I will let you guys know that if someone wants to take time to figure that out. But those 2 things are definitively magical.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Cedo is passively interested in how pretty is the necklace.
It is a well-made. Actually, Cito, you are fairly certain that this is the necklace is making by somewhat by your folk stylistically. and it is well made.
Hmm.
But there's something about it that it sort of makes sort of you get a feeling from it that it was not made. It was definitely made by your folk, but not for your folk.
Right. So it's an export. Interesting.
Gives you the ability to breathe underwater.
Yeah, we wouldn't need that.
I mean, that does make sense.
Probably a popular export.
Well, and Cameron just sort of like looks over this like, well, if there's nothing too special about that sword, he points to the short sword. I can hold on to that in case I run out of charges on the prism weapon.
Yeah,
All you got is that hand bow, so you might as well have something for a backup.
It's not a bow. It doesn't shoot bolts.
Right, like a crossbow, but what is for just one hand, which fires
Nope.
bolts.
Aren't there firearms in this? Don't you know of a firearm like a revolver, a pistol,
guns
blunderbuss?
pistols do exist. They're just very rare, and not many people use them because they're finicky.
And gunpowder explodes when you hit by a fireball.
Yeah.
So like Cameron just sort of like this is a gunpowderless pistol, effectively. Is the best way to describe what this is.
That actually makes sense to you, Glix. You have heard of
All right,
pistols.
yeah, all right.
It uses it basically. I sort of my gut feeling. Your interpretation would be it's a pistol. What uses magic instead of gunpowder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In any case, Cameron.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it is very likely of this word is stylistically of Sultesh make.
Got it. All right. In that case, Sita will actually kind of like just hold on to the necklace in particular for the moment, but she's not going to be like possessively attached to it or anything.
And if anyone knows anything, has sort of any appraisal skills, I can give you some information on the other stuff if you'd like. But
Appraisal skills.
History would be the best.
Yes,
thing.
history would be the best role for that. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay, history.
24 for Cameron.
Okay. Yeah, Glix, you have no clue.
I am not a learned folk.
Cameron sets up his antique roadshow.
Okay, Cameron. Your gut instinct.
Uh-huh.
Okay. God, I'm trying to decide if this. I can't give you a definitive answer because it depends on the answer to the question we hadn't decided on yet.
Well, my position is, you can take whichever side you think is more interesting to go with and run with it. And I think I know which one you think is more interesting to take.
I know. Okay, so I know which one I think I'm inclined to go with. In which case, you have no idea.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no, you don't. You wouldn't know.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, no. The roll's good enough for one of the things.
Which one is it?
The portrait. There's something familiar about the face in the portrait. But
the gentleman in the portrait.
He looks really familiar to you, but you can't put your finger on exactly who it is.
All right, so this kind of implies what I think, but we'll just go with it. So,
and I will say he looks a lot like a contemporary, someone you've seen before from when you're from.
Yeah, like Cameron does take a long moment, just sort of like staring at the portrait. His eyes narrow some, and then he tries to shrug it off for the moment.
Ash, your role is. At a gut feeling, your sort of gut feeling is the dagger looks like it was probably made in Kardul.
Kardul.
Yes.
Right.
And it's sort of it's definitely it is. I'll say this: it's definitely not a dwarven make or elven make. And it definitely doesn't look like it's from either the Caliphate or from the Shattered Kingdoms. So, but they're definitely like that serpent motif is something you do see occasionally in Kardul.
Wix is sitting there looking over the dagger. It's like, this is shut up. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Anyway, anyone mind if I nick this one? He's sort of holding up the dagger.
I mean, I have the sword. I have I get my issued weapon. I should be good. I'll hold on to this portrait for a little bit too. In any case, let's go ahead and move on. See what we can figure out.
Absolutely.
I was surprised.
You guys want
Glix will just tuck. Yeah, he'll just tuck the dagger into his
All right,
belt.
cool.
Do we want to check the orchard, or should we just continue on looking for the dragon here?
I will say, X Gamer, I would recommend not going downstairs yet.
Yeah. I was just like,
This is sort of like the GM sort of said,
Please
don't go
don't.
In
downstairs yet.
character, I don't recommend going down the stairs. Ever.
Ow!
There is good reason to go downstairs later, but there is stuff that I
Not
would
yet.
recommend doing first.
no.
All right,
That's
let's
fine.
go
That's
find our
fine.
lizard then.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cameron's not suggesting we go. He's just like asking the question. And someone could say, "Let's go get the lizard." And Cameron's like, "It's not. I don't. Is it appropriate to call it a lizard? I don't know." Anyways,
If you're
I
just
don't know.
looking out from the hallway,
Ethos, is it offensive to call it a lizard?
Is dragon ancestor, so yes.
All right,
believe that
so it's a newt then. Let's go.
I believe
Mhm.
reptile might be a more universal, acceptable term.
we're just dragon. I mean that also works.
It is the same number of syllables as lizard, so I don't know why you have a problem with using it.
Give me 1 second. Just
When
looking
I
for
hear
it.
dragon, I think something all big and scary and breathing all sorts of unpleasant whatnots on your face and big piles of gold in the lake.
And they start as kids, right? So it's a kid, but it's a dragon.
Whatever. Go get it.
Injir just points to himself, points down the hallway, lifts up the bag of silver. He's like, "Dragon, let's go."
I mean, fair.
Looks will sort of like give a quick kick to one of the blight corpses. Fuck those guys.
It collapses into a pile of ash at this point.
Rude gesture as he walks by.
All right. So, based on the directions we have earlier, we have a loose idea of where to go to
Yep.
kind of go after the dragon.
Oh yeah, you know roughly where it is. All right. So yeah, you guys are actually able to get there without. You're able to get to the rough area without actually much trouble, honestly. Given that you stuffed the previous patrol into the boxes after beating them up, that actually has meant that no one's really aware that you guys are actually bumping around here, except for the one hungover goblin whom Glix convinced to go sleep it off on his own. So you're able to get to the dragon pen. And I will move you guys over to the map, and you guys can put your tokens in the room, and I will describe what's going on.
Hey!
Give me a moment. I might have forgotten to put something on the map, but let me double check this. Hang on. I did check my Yeah, sorry. There's supposed to be a pair of goblins on the map that I forgot to put on. That's my bad. So yeah, you see a large bugbear, who is, currently basically using a combination of So I'll describe what you're seeing here. There are a couple of goblins who are sort of lazing about, looking kind of bored, sort of watching the entrance as you guys come in, and they look very surprised to see you. Let me add them to the map. They're just schmucko goblins.
Ah! Schmoko goblins that happen to be 50 feet tall.
Shmoko's his name. His mama was wrong.
So they're both sort of leaning up against crates, basically.
Oh, that's okay. They'll soon be leaning into them. So.
That's quite likely, actually. And actually, these guys should be over here. I realize they should be more invisible. All right, so it is very clear the Bugbear Handler is training the dragon. He's got a whip in hand and a very large sort of. Let me double check. What is he armed with? Yeah, so at the Bugbear's hip is a large spiky club. But it has a whip in it, but he's not currently wielding it, so we've got the club sort of hanging at his hip. But he's wearing hide armor, has a shield slung over his back. The dragon has what looks like sort of almost like a collar affixed around its neck with a large sort of clear, what looks like it's like, is that a diamond around its neck? No, it's too clear. It looks like it's actually just a large sort of very nicely cut piece of glass that is glowing faintly as the bugbear is sort of gesturing with his offhand as he's got the whip in the other hand and is giving commands to the dragon as you walk into the room. And he sort of pauses, looks over. Intruders. Looks at the goblins. What are you guys are supposed to be keeping? For crying out. Deal with you. Fine. You, points to the dragon. Kill. And he basically gestures with his offhand. The gem flashes, and the dragon sort of snaps, sort of slowly. It sort of has a weird sort of look around its sort of weird sort of glazed look in its eyes. It sort of looks over at you, snorts, and attacks. It moves to attack. You should all roll initiative.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if that, like, the glass is glowing and stuff. Is all like, for Cameron, just like, oh gosh, this initiative has been bad this entire session.
Hang on, I forgot to clear the list out, so.
Okay.
Should
Should we redo it?
It's helpful to clear the list out, so.
Yeah, no worries.
Ooh.
I rolled a 15. I was just putting myself back on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I rolled 13. I need to put myself back on there, though.
Yeah.
The 13
Myself
stuff.
back down
I'll
to
just-
9. 9. There we go.
I didn't roll 13. I rolled a 10. Come on.
How do I
Yeah.
put myself on the thing?
You
Have your
character.
token selected and then press the initiative button.
Well, honestly, mine didn't make too big a difference, so I guess I'll just accept it.
All right, has everybody rolled?
No, it is not working for some reason. There we go.
Kalia should have an 11, not a 2.
No, I rolled a 2 the first time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Glitch,
I
you-
was 18 initially.
there it is. Yeah, I see it.
I'll adjust it. That's fine for you, Glix.
Thank you.
Oh, it's fit. It's done. Never mind. All right, everybody's initiatives are where they should be.
Yep.
Sort.
Yep.
That's good, yeah.
Wait. No. Yeah. All right. So yes. All right. So the bugbear is first. The dragon is not responding quickly, which is annoying the bugbear. He will unlimber his shield and Morning Star, and what is his move? All right, he can't really get into melee range this turn. So instead of pulling out the Morning Star, he will pull a javelin out and will hurl it at somebody. He'll advance slightly and huck a javelin at I don't know who I'm going to throw it at, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yep. Ingir.
Yeah, the kobold.
Okay, roll damage. Roll attack and damage for that.
He rolls a 9 to hit.
Okay, that's not going to hit.
No, it's not.
Let's say so. I don't have to worry about trying to deflect it.
Right, because monk.
Yeah, I could just snatch it out of the air.
That's the Bugbear's turn. Glix.
We are going to hex the Bugbear.
Okay. The Bugbear. He is hexinated.
And we will Eldritch Blast him, because I do not want to get surrounded by bastards.
Probably a good idea.
Well, it's slightly better than what I have been rolling.
Your bolt of Eldritch Energy misses the Bugbear. Sort of splashes harmlessly off his shield. The
Is there
Bugbear
any
snorts.
reason why there's a yellow square around me right now, or
What?
there's a yellow square around me?
There is.
I do not see it.
Never mind. I had a thing selected, I think.
Sito.
Oh,
these-
just look in the turn order. It highlights it. Okay.
These goblins on the flank. So what do they have, weapon-wise?
They have sort of heavy. They've got basically scimitars, but they're wielding. Yeah,
All
they've
right.
got scimitar-like weapons. They're wearing leather armor and have shields, and they have short bows that they're not. They have short bows at their disposal.
Right. Okay. So they are capable of firing. Okay.
Yep.
All right. In that case, I think it's time for that fog cloud. And I'm just going to basically give everyone by the door cover, and I'm just going to cloud up this area.
Okay.
Is there any way that I can render this in a manner, draw shape? Is this going to work?
Holding
You
Alt
do
for a
polygon
circle or
line.
eclipse, and Shift to snap to grid. How big is it?
20 feet radius. So
Hold
it'll be
Alt for circle ellipse. Okay, so then. That is not. No, that's the fucking Windows key. Pile of crap.
How big was it, word?
20 feet.
20 feet
Yeah,
radius?
This says
There
this
we
is
go.
the thing where it doesn't.
Why will it not
Hang on.
undo the... Oh, God damn it, I hate... I hate that it doesn't actually let you undo more than one thing. Hang on,
I'd like to know how to undo one thing.
Control Z.
I tried that, nothing happened.
I've just had an idea.
That line of thought occurred. It needs to be a little larger.
I know,
'cause
I'm doing that right now. That's...
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let
It
me.
needs to be slightly larger,
Pick it.
technically.
I think that's good. I think that's too big.
No, it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Good.
20 feet is
Yeah, it's
big.
40 feet, it's 40 feet across.
Yeah, 40. It'd be 40-foot
A
diameter.
radius, not
Yeah.
diameter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big area.
But,
Enjoy.
Yeah, center it. Yeah, center it here. I don't think I can move it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Bonk. Fog. You are all heavily obscured.
Yep.
And we're all blinded while we're in here.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to go do something, you can leave.
I know.
We're not going to get shot in the meantime, though.
That is it for Sito. Goblins.
Technically.
Okay. Goblins pick up their pick up their bows and ready actions. I guess. I mean, if that's the thing that you can do in 5th, I forget.
Yeah,
You can ready. You just can't hold.
Yep, they will ready actions. Injure. You can't see what they're doing because you're in the cloud. Glix, you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're readying their bows, and it looks like they're going to shoot the first person who comes out of the cloud. At a guess.
Honestly, wouldn't it be terrible if it's Angier?
Yeah, looks like they're getting ready to shoot you guys.
Yeah, Angier does just come barreling out of the try to attack the goblin. Do their attacks resolve the second he leaves?
Yeah, because that would be the trigger for their actions.
Yep.
Is when
They
yeah.
can use it. Yeah, they use a reaction to do their readied action.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So let's react. This
so
first.
2 shots at you. Twang, miss. A 17.
I believe 17 would, in fact, 17 would hit. Okay. I can use my reaction to roll 1d6 plus. So, did that roll?
Yeah.
All right. So, Angier catches the arrow. Let's say it's coming from the one he's running at.
Okay.
And he just throws it right back at him.
Oh, that drops him then. Does it just do normal damage?
I think you still have to do an attack in the response there. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to spend 1 key to make a ranged attack as with a monk weapon.
Okay, go for it.
So let me hit my key real quick.
So what are you trying to roll? What is the die roll for the deflect missiles specifically? So I know it's going forward.
Basically, as a reaction, Ash can roll a D10 plus Dex in monk level.
Okay.
If it reduces the damage from the attack to 0, he can catch it
and then throw it. Spend a chi to throw it. Got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that does damage as one of my unarmed strikes.
Excellent.
Correct. So.
Yeah, I've not read all the classes carefully, so okay, that'll hit, and that will drop him.
Okay, so we'll see. I started here, so that's so I started here, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
so
30.
Basically, this happens when you're like 40. There, probably.
Yeah, he grabs it, grabs the arrow, throws it, gets to here, throws it at the goblin, kills the goblin, and he just keeps going.
Okay.
And that's
I love that. It's like twang, catch, hook, dead.
And he's
Just as planned.
he hasn't taken his action. He's taking his what is that? Can he hide? Yeah, he can hide behind the boxes.
Yeah, you can definitely hide behind the boxes. They're big enough to do that, and you are partially because you are small.
Yeah. And that's the end of his turn. So I need to roll something for the hiding.
The entire animation budget goes into Injure. I'm just putting it out there right now.
I would assume you have to make a stealth check of some sort, but
yeah, you have to make a stealth check.
It was great when it goes exactly.
No,
how
I don't think you can do that.
Oh,
you need to hide as an action. You have to be able to do.
Yeah, and it's an action that Injure is taking. Ash is taking an action.
All right, I forgot that he hadn't used his action yet.
He had not used his action yet, so.
Yeah. The throw was a reaction. Yeah. So he can hide. So I'll roll stealth for that.
Okay. Sweet. All right, Cameron.
It was rather hurried, so.
Not the best hiding.
Cameron is going to go straight over here.
Yep.
Just put himself as closest to the Bugbear Handler, and proceed to shoot at him with the basically the combat direction, the unbalanced foe, to try to give someone else bonus on the attack there.
Yep.
It's going to be a miss probably with that 13.
13 will, in fact, miss the Bugbear, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what Cameron opens with, and then he just sort of stands there, gun drawn, aimed at the Bugbear while saying, Like, we don't need to do anything more than this as long as you hand over the dragon there.
Yeah, that's not happening. Not happening.
Well, you're not going to be happening pretty soon if you keep that up.
All right. Well, the dragon's up. What is it going to do?
Pardon me?
Well, it's going to glump up. It comes running up to Cameron and will attempt to bite you.
All right.
A 14 will probably miss.
It will miss.
Arr! You can sort of hear the bugbear go, oh my god. Training is not going as well as you would like. Kalia.
All right.
Mifos is taking advantage of the fog cloud. Do his best to hide somewhere.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm going to come up, and I can't see because of this fog. So I'm going to come out of the fog and see a dragon in front of me.
Yep.
In between me and the bugbear.
Yep.
But seeing the dragon, I will change what I was going to do, and I am going to cast Command.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to cast it on the dragon.
Yep.
And so I will just stare at it, and I will say, in Draconic, which is my bonus language,
Oh.
halt. And it makes a wisdom saving throw, or it must obey my command. It is a wisdom save of 13.
All right. It fails. It stops.
Stops trying to attack people.
It just stops. It just stops. It just sort of looks at you. It cocks its head slightly to one side. Makes sort of a weird sort of noise.
The target does not move and takes no actions on its next turn. So.
Okay. The bugbear's like, no. It's sort of like, no.
You just got here.
Bugbear's like, wait, what the hell?
But I've got the magic widget that lets me order the dragon around. What? All right. The bugbear looks very annoyed. Well, that ain't right. draws his morning star, steps forward, and attempts to clobber Kalia.
Aw.
Okay.
Cameron's just trying to get.
I know.
Cameron's supposed to get-
He would attack you normally, Skitch, but Kalia just screwed with his control of the dragon.
He's offended.
Well, he misses you, fortunately.
Clang. Colin looks at him.
By the way, the hit, I mean, like, it doesn't, you basically block it with your shield. It's a heavy hit. Bugbears hit fucking hard.
That's okay. I'll take something. I'll do something to him.
Oh, yeah, quite probably. Yeah, yeah, they've got the trait Brute, which they do an extra die of its damage if the bugbear hits, which is factored in.
Gotcha.
I was noticing that it was rolling a 2d8 over there. I'm like, that's a bit high for a morning star.
It's normally D8,
Yeah.
but it's a bugbear, therefore it hits harder.
Mm-hmm.
Glix.
All right. Dragon ain't doing shit.
Yep.
And have exactly enough movement to scamper over here. I'll use my bonus action to use Hexblade's Curse on him.
Put
First time I've gotten to get both of these off on someone.
All right. Let me see what I want to use for that.
Where is that? Against the target, I gain +2 bonus to damage rolls and scored a critical hit on a 19 or 20. If it dies, I get back 6 hit points.
All right.
Go. You got it.
You have advantage.
Yep. Oh, great. Got it.
You got a what?
Did my connection cut out? Okay.
23. That will hit.
Yep.
Not a crit, but it is a hit.
It is a pretty significant hit. For we're doing two-handed because duh. So that's
10.
10 plus the extra 2
That's
from
12.
the Hex Blade. It's 12.
And plus the D8.
Plus your...
The D6 from Hex.
D6, right? Yeah, D6.
Ouch.
18. Holy
18.
crap. Okay.
Woomph.
Well, he's, yeah. You just hit 2/3 of his health in one hit. Claw!
I think I may have made a friend.
Bob whispers, basically, yes, that's it, yes!
Nice to see you woke up.
Yeah.
Well, it took like 4 sessions for Bob to be happy.
Yeah, the bugbear's bloodied. Cheeto!
All right. Now, as I recall in this, any amount of movement can occur before and after taking an action.
Correct.
All right. Okay. In that event,
you can interrupt your
all right.
movement
I know
to take an
exactly.
action. Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
exactly
guessing I know
what
what you're
I'm
going to do.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You know what? I just realized something. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot. Add another 3 damage on that. Fury the Small.
Oh, yeah. Fair point.
So the bugbear has 1 tendon in his leg now.
Sorry, he's not at 9 hit points. He's at 6.
All right.
God, Eric, that was a brutal.
That was pretty brutal.
That was good. Speaking of good, Cito's going to call out to Injir. She couldn't see what happened, but she heard what happened, and it went basically exactly how she wanted it to happen. And she's going to throw some encouragement in Injir with another bardic inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so you'll get +3 on your next attack. And after that, she's going to slither over here and take a shot at Goblin 2 with her crossbow.
Okay. So because the Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action. Yep. Okay.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah. And
And what do I do to make this thing have a die roll? There it is.
as a point out, the
Oh, hey, I win.
Oh, nice.
And then she fades back into the mist.
Message for you, sir. Thud.
as a clarification, the bardic inspiration can be used on any saving throw, ability check, or attack roll. Up to
True.
a
Yeah.
minute.
This is true, but we know what it's going to be used for.
We don't. Well, I mean, I like to make sure to.
Yep. Well, the goblins would go now, but yeah, Injir.
Now they're dead.
Jir just comes just barreling over top the boxes.
Yep.
It just needs to let loose with a
Hey, you get +3 with advantage.
yeah, disadvantage. With a
The question
kung fu
is, can the monk do 6 hit points of damage?
So let's see some kung fu treachery.
Yeah,
There we go.
that'll hit.
Funk.
All right, that is 5 because I'm doing two-handed.
Okay, so he's at 1.
right.
You have advantage, so did that roll an advantage? No, that only did a single roll.
They only did a single roll, so I didn't
Yeah,
factor out the advantage.
Well,
Yeah.
you might roll a crit, so you might as well roll it again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Roll that again. Oh, like that.
Like that.
Yeah,
Exactly
just
like that. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Well, all
By
right
the way,
then.
Nick, I don't know if you're on your good microphone or not there. But...
Oh my god.
All right. Well, the bugbear you run the bugbear through from behind with a spear. He sort of Clark and drops his knees.
Wasn't he like holding like a control rod or something?
No, he was not holding a control rod. He was gesturing with his off. He had been gesturing with his offhand to command the dragon.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he had like a device in his hand.
Nope. No, the device is around the dragon's neck. But he sort of drops to his knees, looks very surprised, and pitches forward dead.
Cameron's going to take a look at the device on the dragon's neck.
Well, the glow has gone away.
Right. Does it appear to be familiar in terms of like prismatic related or not?
That's actually an interesting question. Give me a lore roll of some sort.
History would be the best.
Yep, go for it.
This.
It sure work.
It's just an 11 on that attempt, but
doesn't appear to be. It's very clearly. It's pretty. At a guess, it's some sort of magical item that of some sort.
He's going to try to reach to remove it from the dragon's
Well,
neck.
given that the dragon is under a command spell to not move, you can do so easily.
That's what Cameron will do. He will remove the.
All right,
the
we are out of combat
collar.
then.
Yeah.
Because by the time unless you guys want to attack the hell dragon.
Hell no!
I didn't think so, but I wanted to check.
I'm good.
The job is to bring it back mostly intact. So.
All right. Well, the command spell wears off. The dragon sort of shakes its head.
And Cameron will just give it like a reassuring like pat on the cheek after he takes the collar off. It's like yeah.
But Mythos comes up and says, "Ancestor." The dragon looks up at Mythos, has a quizzical look on its face, and drops down it drops down onto its belly and puts its two forelimbs across it. It sort of lays out on the floor with its head forward and covers its head with its paws, sort of like as if it's trying to avoid Mythos' gaze for some reason, which Mythos is utterly confused by.
Like
He's
I was
going
hoping
to talk
for
to
every
the
like.
dragon in Draconic.
Yes, he is.
I was hoping for Cameron to like be forced to roll animal handling check for petting the thing, and then gets his hand bitten off or some shit like that.
Well, if you'd not brought Mythos with you, that would have been necessary. Yes.
Yeah, his animal handling was better than history. Shit. Well, anyways.
But yeah, Mythos is like Kael'thas, ancestor, we rescue you.
The matter. Is something the matter, young one?
Was Kael'thas, embarrassed. I was controlled, made to eat foods against will. Told was kobold.
It's all right, young one.
Mythos looks a little sort of like oh god.
You had no choice in the matter. It was not your fault.
Okay. Mythos sort of is the two of you do a fairly good job of at least calming the dragon down, to the point where it will actually follow you back. Yes. But it looks very sort of disheartened and a little freaked out. It does mention that it's kind of weirded out by the fact that it is the worst part about all of it is that it was forced to eat it was whole as kobold, and it was very tasty.
Apologies there. Apparently, Sturgis Rowley just left.
Yeah,
like down my street.
It's all right.
Or robot
Alright,
whales.
That's why the goblins haven't noticed us.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything you want to ask the dragon before you head back?
I honestly have no idea. It sounds to me like everyone's making hissing noises. So
This is true. Yeah, the dragon the Kael'thas does not speak anything other than Draconic currently, although it understands other languages. It's a little young to, and its Draconic is not what we call good.
it's like a 3-year-old.
Effectively, yes.
From what we've been told, the Bugbear was the leader of the group. Is that
It was
correct?
no. The Bugbear is the train. Was the
Just
handler.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the goblins have a boss of some sort.
All right.
While Injir has the chance, he goes to Talcerix. He's like, "Have the kobolds been treating you all right?"
Oh, of course. Kobolds. Yes.
He's like, "I thought I'd just check. I know sometimes these
Feed good food.
more
Give safe place
more
to sleep.
more
Give treasure.
primitive." Oh, they give you treasure. That's good. You gotta
Yes,
have,
have many
you
shinies.
have to have a nice pile to sleep on.
Yeah.
You can't just sleep on hay or it combust.
Well, it won't combust with him, but yeah.
Get very pokey as it freezes.
True.
What property are white dragons tied to?
Cold.
Cold.
Gold?
They're
Okay.
cold, yes.
Yes. If fortunately, like on the plus side, when it did its attack, there was only one person in front of it, so it didn't really feel the need to do a breath attack.
Mm.
If there had been two people near, or if they had been able to see two of you at once and be able to get you in an easy cone, it would have done that.
Oh, and Injir does do one thing. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a one of the white scales they found from upstairs. He's like, "Do you mind if I keep this as a souvenir? I don't meet many masters."
Oh, okay.
Injir realizes he has no idea what's going on. he's just being polite, knowing he's supposed to do it. It's like, "Thank you very much," and puts it in his pocket.
All right. You're able to lead the young dragon back. Unfortunately, you aren't able to take. It really. Actually, no. It's just small enough that it can actually fit in the secret passage. It is a medium-sized creature, which means it will fit. It's not happy
Secret
about it.
dragon. Oh, honey, welcome to my world.
It's it is a tight fit for the young dragon, but it's able to get through there. Yeah, you're able to return it back to its tribe, as it were.
Really want to ride the dragon. It's big enough for a small creature to ride.
No, we've had enough sacrilege so far. No more. This is where I draw the line. Nobody's riding the white master.
It's a 3-year-old. It's kind of the bigger problem, I feel.
Like playing
The
horsey.
baby.
But, the other way around.
If it were old enough to make its own decisions and say it's cool with that, all right, I'd be cool with that. But right now, it's a child, so it's like, no.
Probably have to be giving this thing a piggyback, honestly.
It's like right now asking for his permission. It's kind of like when Tutankhamun was the pharaoh. They're like, "Great pharaoh, we need to know what to do about the plague," and he just looks down at his robes of little duckies on it, like, "I like duckies."
Yeah. All right. So, yes, you are able to return the dragon to the kobolds. The kobold chief is ecstatic, especially given that the dragon is unharmed. Physically, it's a little mentally scarred, but
Keep in
Not
mind,
visibly
we do good
harmed.
work. We do good work and deserve to be rewarded as such.
you do. You are deserving of gifts. Yes. You may, as I said before, choose one of the items from the altar that we keep on the altar. You're deserving of one of those as a boon for saving the ancestor. And if you can work out to get the key out of the statue's mouth, you're welcome to that as well. I'm sure that will be useful somewhere.
Injir has an idea
Okay,
that he might try,
go for it.
but listen. But I was gonna say we can do the altar stuff first.
Yes, the altar stuff. Let me see what's on the altar. Hang on, I gotta double check my notes.
The weasel, a left sock with a hole in the toe, and some loose Cheetos.
All right, on the altar, there are 5 items.
Right.
There's a small little sort of tokeny thing, which I will list off what it is later. 3 scrolls and a small enchanted flask. Well, enchanted. There's something magical in the flask. It's probably there's probably some sort of potion in there. You guys have enough time to identify identify stuff if you would like to, because there's a party going on and you are guests, and
All right.
they're willing to let you examine the items as long as you don't like just take all of them. They you can keep one.
Yeah, we'll figure out what they are, I guess.
All right. So there is a Qual's feather token tree. The scrolls, one is mage armor, one spider climb, and the other is knock. And the flask contains 3 doses of elixir of health. You can pick one.
I want the spider climb so I can actually leave this place.
Is that what the feather token does? Oh, is that the scroll?
The scroll.
That is reasonable.
I don't know how I'm getting out otherwise.
Actually, I'll say this: you are able.
able.
The 3 scrolls are in a scroll case, so you are able to take all the scrolls. All the scrolls are one pick.
Okay.
Right.
That gives us, I think, the most variety. So.
Yeah.
As a heads up, just for a reminder, scrolls, from my understanding, can only be cast directly by people who would normally have access to that spell in their spell list.
No, you have to be a spellcaster, but any spellcaster can use a scroll.
We'll work on that later.
Know. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. While this is going on,
Yep.
Kalia is going to actually approach Calcerix,
Okay.
and she's, going to take the kind of like posture that you approach a child with.
Okay.
Like kind of making herself look a little bit smaller and stuff.
Okay.
And she's going to ask of him, while you were being held there, were you confined to just the room that we found you in?
Yes.
Did anyone besides the guards ever come into that room?
Yes. Other goblin. Much. Not as big as furry one, but bigger than most other goblins. Have big hat.
Not like Grix's hat.
Different.
Okay. Did you see any humans?
No. No human. Just goblins.
Right. Well, thank you.
You welcome. Thank you.
Welcome. Glad that we got you back safely.
It goes back to eating the chicken the kobolds have given it.
Well, unfortunately, we're no closer to figuring out the thing that we actually came here in the first place to do. So.
Most vexingly, yes. As an aside, I went and looked it up. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible, blah, 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 blah. So it comes down to, does Bard get spider climb? And that is the further question.
No, the only person in this group who can cast it is Glix, but Glix can cast it on someone else from the scroll. So.
Okay.
So we might do that. Or I might just, pick you up across my shoulders and carry you out of here. We'll
I'm like 15 feet long, buddy.
I'll wrap you around my shoulders like a scarf.
So I've discovered that Kalia's kink is imposing yoga upon others.
All right. I am going to wrap things here for this week.
Okay.
Oh, I was trying to think with the statue real quick.
Oh, the statue. Yes. What was the statue? Yes.
So, Angier thinks back to his own temple, and the way things are, it's like, okay, this is clearly some kind of test to see if you're one of the, people involved with it. She kind of motions everybody away from the statue, and then he breathes a gout of flame at the statue.
Okay. The statue, you breathe a gout of flame at it. The statue sort of glows as it starts glowing as it's been heated up. The glow then you notice the glow sort of starts flowing in towards the eyes, which then starts shining. You hear a click, the mouth opens, and the key is loose.
Hooray! And I'm sure all the kobolds around are they just kind of like.
Yeah, they are all like,
Same thing.
ooh, ah.
Guy's like, what do we think of that?
I don't think any of them can breathe fire. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they're ice type.
I will add the magic.
They
key
do,
to
in
the
fact,
list.
have a sorcerer who has a breath weapon.
Okay, fair.
But you are also correct. It is ice. Yes, you actually do meet the quote shaman. He's a sorcerer. All right. So you have the key.
All right.
The chief and the shaman are like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's a logical way that would work. This is a temple to the fire dragon. Yep.
All right, so now we have a really big key. The question is, where do?
Somewhere. I'm not going to tell you yet.
Somewhere.
Hooray!
Deeper in the hidden temple.
It's
And
entirely
nothing
possible.
else. I feel like Injir has scored a moral victory for his principles this day. Just
also-
like conquering the trials of a rival primal.
I mean, it's also the fact that like Injir is now like going to converse with his past lives, and they has to defeat the Fire Lord by the end of Sozin's Comet.
That's going to be a great episode at the end of the season.
Yep.
All right, that's good. But that's going to do it for this week. All right. So in regards to the next session, there is my brother and his family are coming down to visit either next week or the week after. I don't remember which. So it is possible I will not be able to run next week. I will let the players know later in the week, and I will post something up on Twitter if I'm not going to be able to run next week. If we don't run next week, I should be available the following week then, though.
All right, we are basically we're skipping a week either next week or the week after.
Yes,
We'll
that is
find out later.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You guys will get the benefit of a long rest before the next session, so you will know what the items are. The two items you found. The necklace is, unshockingly, a necklace of water breathing.
Yep. Called it.
And I've not looked to see if the item is in what the exact details on the item are. The dagger is basically a venom dagger, basically.
Okay. Someone in my other game has one of those. Okay.
I have to look up the exact details on what it is, but yeah, it's something along those lines. It's a dagger what poisons people. I have to look up the exact specifications on it, though. I couldn't find it quickly. I didn't want to waste time on that. But that's going to do it for this week, folks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed and want to see more, like, subscribe, comment, etc. Subscribe. If you hit the bell, you're more likely to actually get alerts when I actually post shit. Woo. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.